Hey, everybody. Getting it all started. Yeah, this is good music. Jamming out. All right, let me get in the chat. Hey, everybody. Yes! I wouldn't have guessed to that one. Huh. Awesome. I'm ready. My body is ready.
Are you though?
Well,
I'm trying to get things all set up on stream because I'm streaming this live as we do it. If that's okay. Oh, geez. Good talk. Good talk. Yeah, I don't know why it's not. The stream isn't picking you guys up. I don't know what's going on with OBS. Yeah. Right. Well, I think I just kind of adjust it as need be. So. Yep. Only one. Only one. You've. Thank you for that. You reminded me. I just uploaded the Robots Roundtable from today, and I didn't mark it explicit, so I should go back and mark it. Yeah, somebody drops an F-bomb, and they're like, oh, is that okay? And I go, well, I guess it is now. I just got to remember to mark it. Yeah, all right. Updated. Yeah, that's weird. Sometimes Anchor will mess stuff up, but if it's only on your side, then I don't know, try it again. Or try listening. Try using like Spotify and see if it does the same thing. Yeah, but you could try it and see if it works. Yeah, I'm like everywhere. Yeah, Stitcher, whatever. Just any other platform, see if that has the same issue. Weird. Why is it not picking up? Swiffer white jets. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Hey, tell you what, guys, I'm going to restart everything to see if I can get it to work that way. So I'll be right back. There we go. There's my voice. All right, we got voice. All right. Do we have other things too? Oh no, maybe not. Why isn't desktop not working? Audio, sample rate, desktop. Oh, here we go. Default, apply. That should fix it. Hey everybody, let me see if this comes through. Yeah! Fixed! Fixed it. Alright. Gotta get the Discord up and going. Thank you for joining the Robots Radio. Man, I gotta play music like this all the time in the background. While I talk. It's so much cooler like this. Don't you know it? Oh, 1 2 1 2. That's right, baby. I feel like I need to start rapping right now. Alright, here we go. Popping back in general. Hey, I'm back in. It's working now.
Hello.
That solved it.
Yay!
Guess what? When you leave your computer on for 2 days, it does weird crap.
Weird.
Imagine that.
Who knew?
Whoa.
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who could have said?
Who
I mean,
knew?
I'm no computer expert, but I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm also not a computer, so.
That's
Although wait, I am robots.
You're close,
I don't
though.
know.
I
Yeah.
kind of am. Yeah.
You're like halfway there, yeah.
I don't know if I'm buying it.
I'm mostly there. So if you go to this stream right now, if you guys have the opportunity, go to the stream and just help me make sure the sound quality is good.
I am afraid I can't.
Okay,
I am
if you can,
on my way right now.
I'm
if you can,
trying.
that's fine. Like totally good. So yeah,
It's
twitch.tv
just the Twitch stream, right?
yeah, twitch.tv/robots radio. Also, take a note of the super chill music in the background that really sets the mood for today's
I've got like
conversation.
so much echo
Oh,
right
are we
now.
listening to lo-fi hip-hop beats to study and chill to?
It does sound like lo-fi beats to hip-hop. Lo-fi hip-hop beats to study and chill to, yes.
Okay.
Does sound good. We all sound normal.
Oh gosh, I have to get out of here. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
How do I get out of this?
I was
Thomas,
really
is
in the
your
mood to
robot
study
behind-
and chill.
It's your...
Help! I can't.
It's my robot behind a ebony helm.
Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's Dragon Bone, I thought.
Oh, is that Dragon Bone? I thought that was
I
the
think so.
ebony one.
No.
Oh, maybe.
That's the iron one. No, the ebony one looks like a... It has like a full face mask.
Yeah, this is like the
Covers, like,
Dovahkiin.
Yeah.
This is the Dovahkiin one. I also have power armor. Helm.
Do you really? Oh yeah, I saw that
Computer
earlier
is
on Robots
totally
Radio.
jammed now.
Yep, and
Yeah.
then I also have NCR helm.
Ooh, that looks cool. That one's not
I
bad.
actually, speaking of cosplay earlier, I actually built an NCR Ranger helmet.
Ooh.
That's cool. That's
Really?
real cool.
It looks terrible.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, it was my first try at fiberglass.
That's funny.
All right.
Hmm.
I'm gonna get.
I've never even
Craig
dabbled in
here.
it.
I gotta spell the word general right. GENERAL. There we go. Not two E's. Fingers.
There it goes. Okay. Whew, that was
Oh
crazy.
no! Craig failed to join.
Oh no!
Craig. He was
Another
having
reason-
problems earlier
That's what
today
happens
too.
when you abuse Craig too much.
Try changing the server region in server settings. What?
Could it be because I'm a Canadian?
No.
You damn Canuck.
Did you break us with your Canadianness? U.S.
I
South.
could have.
All right, let's try U.S.
Don't worry, just go to the
East.
hospital. It's free. It'll be fixed.
That's a good point.
That's true. Yeah. All right, Craig, come on back, baby. Come on. I got to talk like this now that we're listening to this music. Hey, baby. Come on back.
Come on back to Kindergarten.
Oh, Craigie. Craigie's not
He's just
going to
not
join
having it
us.
today, is he?
No, it's okay because we're live streaming. I can always pull the audio from the stream. It's just not going to be as easy to balance everybody. But that's my problem, not yours.
Ah,
Ha! Sucker. Podcast recording guy.
you have to do work.
Ha!
Honestly, though, thank you for all you do.
For some reason my
You're welcome.
my sound isn't activating. Hang on.
I can hear you. Unless you mean something else.
We're not live now, are we?
Oh yeah, we're totally live
Oh.
right now.
Oh shit.
I never heard back from Cryptex. I never got like a Cryptex
It shows
notice.
that he's online.
See, I was half expecting to hear your little robot dude come in and be
yeah.
like, "Now recording."
Now recording.
I don't
Okay.
trust that little guy. Listen, listen. I don't trust that. As a person who has been chased by robotic forklifts, I do not trust your little your little robot there, bud.
My robotic forklifts.
There's an image.
You laugh, but those things are fast.
Can you still hear me now?
There are very few things in my adult life that make me different.
Yeah. Do I sound all crazy now? I just changed a setting.
No?
No?
No.
Still sound the same?
Do I sound like a robot now?
Now you sound
No,
crazy.
no, it's back.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Whew. Just double checking some last settings. Hold on.
That robot is up.
Yeah, there we go.
I can also sound like a baby.
Which is probably my favorite. Hey, Snowman. Welcome back. All right. Well, let's see. Is it time? Yeah, it's 5 minutes past. Yeah, I haven't seen a response at all, and I guess he was just expecting that he wasn't going to be able to be on tomorrow, and then never heard anything else. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh well.
Oh well. Sorry, dude. We tried. Man, I'm just chilling to this groovy music. I'm just jamming out to this stuff. Okay, maybe I need to turn it off. There we
There
go.
we go.
Well, it puts you in the mood to study or chill. So.
Uh-huh.
We're still talking about the lo-fi hip hop beats.
Study or chill.
Study or chill.
Not both.
Not both. You can't do both.
Science has not reached that point.
Yeah,
We have
right.
not advanced enough as a civilization.
Maybe it's just because I'm spelling general with a lowercase g? Nope, that's not it.
Craig just hates you.
Craig, why you gotta hate my guts, dude? What did my guts ever do to you? Okay. Well, hey, let's get started.
Oh,
So we're discussing evil bad guy factions, right?
Evil bad guy factions.
Bad guys, and who's the worst and why?
My favorite group of people.
All
Bad
right, do
guys.
you guys have some thoughts on this already? Have you been thinking?
Oh, I've been so
I do have
thinking.
thoughts on this.
Okay, good, because I got some thoughts too. But this
I
is mostly about
always
your
have
thoughts, and then I'll chime in a little bit. All right. Well, here, we'll do a little intro, and we'll get started.
sounds good.
Welcome back, Wastelanders and Vault Dwellers. This is Tom or Robots welcoming you to another episode of the Fallout Lorecast. And this week, it is a very special episode. This is our monthly get-together with our, guys, I wanted to call this, like, premium patrons. Does that sound cool? Premium
That's-
patrons? You're like you're like the cream of the crop. Patron.
Not your worst idea.
That's good, because I have lots of ideas, and I'm not afraid for them to be bad, and for people to tell me, no, that's terrible, don't do that. So, yeah, awesome. Well, today we have with us Aperture Flash, Mustang, and
Yo.
Woman on Fire. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Tom. Hey, guys.
Hey,
So let's. I'm going to go through each so everybody can recognize your voices. So this is Aperture Flash. Welcome to the show.
thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, pleasure to have you. You've been, and in fact, all three of you guys, actually, Women on Fire, I think you're the newest of the premium patrons. Mustang isn't officially a premium patron. He's just kind of like
I snuck
guested
my
in.
way on here.
Yeah, guested in through somebody else's premium account.
Bribed his way in.
Yeah, bribed his way on. But yeah, welcome to the show, Aperture Flash. And if anybody has been on the Discord and in the chat and stuff, you'll see actually all three of these people pretty regularly in there. Aperture Flash is the one who talks often about truck stuff and sends crazy pictures and talks about long hauls and all that kind of stuff.
I just lost all that audio.
Oh no, you're
Yes, I'm the one who talks about the crazy stuff at trucks. I'm
Yeah.
roboting.
yeah, your phone was getting a little funny there, but
Oh,
yes,
no.
you're roboting out.
Oh no,
So okay,
Pennsylvania, man.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Well, we'll just roll with it. And then we have Mustang. Mustang, welcome back.
It's good to be back here.
Yeah, you joined us last month on the show, and you're becoming like this regular guest.
I am. I'll just be consistent throughout.
So I'm getting a note here from the channel that the audio is cutting in and out. Have you guys noticed that?
No one
no.
other than
It's
Aperture.
coming in pretty hard
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, it's probably just Aperture.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, if it happens to do it for everybody, let me know. And then we have Woman on Fire. Welcome,
Hello.
first time on the show. Hello.
Yeah, I'm super
Hello.
excited about it.
Yeah. So, Aperture just dipped out in order to fix his connection, so I'm sure he'll be back. So this week, what we do with these shows is anybody who's a Tier 4 patron or higher gets to join us for this monthly event where we talk Fallout and Fallout lore and the kinds of things that we absolutely nerd out about in these games that we love so much. And we had a discussion before the show this time to bring up the topic of the most villainous factions. Who are the worst of the worst? Who are the most evil bad guys, and why? And so the four of us have been stewing on this and coming up with some thoughts. So would anybody like to start us off? I mean, I think we all kind of have certain groups that come to mind automatically, and I'm sure they're going to come up. Does anybody want to get us started?
I'll take it, sure. Why not?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll take it. All right. So, my choice of the most evil faction, and also happens to be my most favorite faction, is the Enclave.
So that seems like a good go-to first choice. Enclave, number one bad guys from very early in the series. They regularly show back up, even in Fallout 76. Everything tends to feel very sinister. Even their power armor looks menacing, you know? So
in Fallout 76, they're not too evil because, you know, you do end up working for them. So they're not too bad that early on. But I think they get their worst when President Eden joins on in Fallout 3. I think that's when they hit peak evilness, was under President John Henry Eden.
So you say that they're also one of your favorites.
This is true.
So, okay. So question one, why are they the most evil? And question two, does that have anything to do with them being your favorites?
All right. So for question one, full spoilers ahead. I'll warn everyone out there. But in Fallout 3, you find out that this President John Henry Eden is a AI, Zack's mainframe. And he literally wants to take an altered FEV virus and basically just clean slate the entire Capital Wasteland and just eliminate every single person out there. And I feel like genocide's pretty evil.
Yeah, I think it's up there. I don't know too many other things that, you know, mass murder on a worldwide scale.
Test. You guys hear me now?
Yeah, welcome back.
All right, there we go. Sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty top of the evil.
I think
you're
it's
right
pretty
about
up
that.
there.
Does anybody else have any thoughts about the Enclave?
I feel like that.
Whoa!
But I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I feel like that they feel like they're the heroes in their own right, but I mean that's most villains. So
Yeah, they go about it the completely wrong way.
Yeah,
you gotta keep
good
in mind
villain. Sure.
You got to keep in mind they do have civilians in their ranks, like Arcade Gannon from New Vegas. His mother and him, they were both civilians. They weren't actually part of the military. That's actually where he got most of his medical training, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Putting it out there.
But there's also the, I think the most evil part, obviously, is President Eden, but the Enclave's other leader at the time, Colonel Autumn, wasn't too bad because he wanted to take the purifier and activate it normally and give it, make clean water, but he wanted to use that to basically blackmail the population of the Capital Wasteland to obey the Enclave. So it's still pretty evil, but
Can I
not
throw out a
genocide
question?
evil.
Can I throw a question in there though?
Yes.
Can an AI truly be evil if it's not a human intelligence?
I mean, he was pretty twisted.
Yeah, but it's not like like an AI is programmed to perform a specific duty or task, unless it has sentience and then also has the ability to make changes and adjust itself like a human would be able to on some level, make decisions.
I feel like it was pretty well established that AI had achieved some level of sentience
Hmm.
by the point, by the point in time when you get there, with him choosing the Vault Dweller, and he figured, any other computer would just respond, this person in my base is a threat, destroy it. Whereas he was like, come speak to me.
Hmm. Yeah. Eden and Modus in Fallout 76 both definitely really blur the lines between like human consciousness and AI. They're both walking that line really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
Yeah, that's a regular theme in the games, is this question of like, it especially comes to head in 4 with the Institute and the synths, is this concept of like, at what point are we different than machines, or are they different than us, or it's the same as us, and at what point do they have autonomy, sentience, like, how do you measure that? I mean, the Turing test and those kinds of questions, right? But even something that simulates a seemingness of consciousness, how do you ever even know if it really is? And then that, of course, opens up questions, deeper philosophical questions about ourselves. Are we ourselves actually, do we have free choice? Do we actually make decisions? Or does it just feel like it because we're inside looking out? But if we were outside looking in, everything would be very clear and we were just kind of running on autopilot, So it's a much bigger question.
The Fallout fandom does say that President Eden gained self-awareness and was one of the few Zax units to reach a state of self-awareness. So he does know what he's doing.
And he made a conscious choice to do so, too.
Exactly.
So I guess that raises another question. Just because an AI may be self-aware, it doesn't necessarily consider itself part of humanity, because it is a different thing. It is other than humans. So interactions toward humanity are probably beyond the scale of good and evil from their perspective. It would be like, is it good or evil for us to kill all the ants in the world? It's not really a good or evil question. It's more of is it beneficial to humanity to do so, or is it beneficial to the planet to do so? But one isn't necessarily good or evil. We don't consider ants to be of the same thing we are, right?
Speak for yourself.
That's fair.
They're different enough. Yeah, like but that's the question, is like, are they biological insects? Do they actually have any self-awareness? We don't really know, but probably not, because their brains are absolutely tiny. But there's a lot of ways to look at this. So from the perspective of an AI that has gained self-awareness, it may see itself as significantly above and beyond the human population. It can potentially live forever. It can constantly repair itself. It could duplicate itself. It can do all sorts of things that humans can't do. And so are we maybe just ants to it? In which case, is it a question of evil even? Or is it just evil from our perspective because it hurts us?
He does follow the classic sci-fi AI shtick, where he, as an AI, sees himself as superior to humans. So it's kind of like the same situation, with us as ants.
I think it kind of follows along the lines of the same thing that happens with the Mechanist DLC, where the robot's following the most logical conclusion. The only way to save humanity is to destroy it, which is a pretty common sci-fi trope, too.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because that was exactly where my brain was going. The logic is sound.
The logic is sound.
The logic is sound, quoting the robot.
Yeah, I like the Mechanist. That was fun. That was a good expansion.
Did you play through it wearing the Silver Shroud outfit?
No, I didn't. I did not do that.
Do it.
It was a fun little Easter egg. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a bunch of different text options.
I just triggered that one, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and try that.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
it's because you're the hero against the villain, right? From the comic or whatever, or the show.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Okay, so the Enclave, that's our first main evil offering there. Does anybody else have another one they want to toss into the pot, and we can kind of stir it around?
Yes, I'd like to... Oh, okay, go ahead.
Women on Fire, why don't you go ahead? You haven't had a chance to talk too much.
I'm going to throw my hat in the ring for the Institute.
The Institute.
That's fair. That was my second choice.
All right, now another tough choice, and that's what's so great about these games is that nothing's particularly black and white. Everything's a little bit gray.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
So what's your feeling about the Institute and why they would rank as one of the most evil factions?
I think that they're particularly dangerous because there's a logic to what they're doing, and it's kind of understand that logic and fall into it a little bit, and that's what makes it so dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, similar to the Enclave, they have kind of an underlying motivation that has probably a good intention at the core.
Yeah, and just their scientific prowess does seem like it should be very helpful, except that they're using it in a completely horrible way. But they don't think so at all, which is, of course, the villain.
Yeah.
But I think that their scientific abilities make them all that much more dangerous.
Well, the trouble with the Institute is initially they were not evil. Initially they sent their synths to act as sort of ambassadors to the wasteland. It was a series of unfortunate events that led to them kind of becoming recluses and attacking. But originally they had planned to help. But
is that before or after like Broken Mask and stuff?
It was after Broken Mask, I believe, because it was the Commonwealth Provisional Government.
Right.
Was what triggered pretty much everything, I think, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, they originally did have very good intentions.
Mm-hmm. So they started off with the Broken Mask at the Provisional Government specifically for the reason of causing chaos and keeping the Commonwealth in forming any sort of body
cohesion, being able to like form together, that kind of thing.
Wasn't the
Commonwealth is in chaos.
Wasn't the Broken Mask in Diamond City? That was the noodle stand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to brush up on that. It's been a while. I'm gonna have to, sometimes the specific details elude me until I look it up, and I'm like, okay, well, how did these two things fit together?
Yeah, because the Broken Mask was in Diamond City, but then there was the massacre at the Commonwealth Provisional Government, where every single major settlement sent a representative, and the Institute sent one, and either the synth went haywire or communication broke down so badly that it got
I'm conflating the two. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard about that second one. I think Nick Valentine talks about that second one.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. I think Garvey talks about it briefly too.
Mm-hmm.
But we all ignore Garvey anyways.
Oh, poor Preston. The butt of every joke.
It'd be nice if he said something else when you greet him.
Oh, for real.
He's such a dry character.
Yeah, at first, when I remember first meeting him in the game and thinking, okay, cool, okay, all right, yeah, okay, yeah, I can get behind this, helping people out, yeah, laser rifles, all right, cool, fighting off some, Deathclaw in the middle of this town, all of that was like, okay, yeah, these people need help, but they've got good intentions, okay, cool, I like this guy, he's cool. And then it very quickly became, all right, go help that other faction over there. And I was like, come on, dude.
Wait,
that's it? That's really not, that's it?
I just love how he hands the whole Minutemen operation off to you so quickly.
Yeah. Well, he calls you general and then continues telling you what to do the whole time. Like, wait a minute. This is backwards. I should be telling you what to do.
Preston Garvey is a dispatcher. That's all it is.
Yeah. Preston Garvey for worst faction. Gosh. For worst evil, most evil faction.
Yep, I'm changing my vote.
Not the Minutemen.
Not the Minutemen. Just the Preston Garvey faction. Preston. It's a sub-faction within the Minutemen. Of one individual.
Oh, absolute evil.
All right. So any other thoughts on the Institute? Do you have, I don't know. Did you, when you guys played through the game and you realized that Father was connected to your story. I guess when there were spoilers, this game's been out for years now, but like father's your son, and
Wait, what?
what? And you have some
everything.
personal connection to this, and like, I don't know about you guys, but there's that feeling of like, okay, well, maybe he has some good intentions underneath this, or maybe he's redeemable, or there's that. I don't know. I feel like there was.
As soon as he starts telling you that it's like he's basically running an experiment on you, I think that's part of what contributes to the whole institute being the most evil. I mean, just that complete. It's just sociopathy of making your own mother run through all these hurdles just to see what would happen. They're terrible scientists. They just do things to see what will happen with no hypothesis whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah, he could have teleported you to the institute at any point.
Right.
No, I definitely glossed right over that part, and I was like, "Oh, my kid's the leader of this. All right, cool. Let's sign up with this too."
I was like, "Wait a minute."
I completely glossed over that part.
I remember my cousin was telling me I was very staunchly against the institute my first few playthroughs. And my cousin's biggest argument was he described life as a Minuteman and then life as an institute scientist. And then he said to me, which would you prefer? But keep in mind, in only one of these situations are you able to take a shower.
That's all right, yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, well, that's part of the appeal of evil, is that oftentimes you're pitted with a force that is... It's easier to sign up with them because life would be more comfortable usually, but morally is more difficult.
Potter, are you going to do what is right or what is easy?
Right. I mean, even something like Star Wars, look at the original trilogy, like most characters just kind of let the Empire go and didn't want to sign up for the rebellion because it was just easier. Well, it's impossible to fight against this. And I've at least got what I have, and I just want to keep what I have and just move on with my day. And it's the same kind of thing. It's are you willing to deal with the discomfort to do the right thing? It's, there's that balance.
Mm-hmm. Ask Alderaan how well that worked out for him.
Well, you can't. Okay.
All right, so we've got the Enclave and the Institute. Aperture? Do you have a different offer here?
I do. Okay. The Master's Army.
Ooh, yeah. Old school. Going back. Go back to the well. All right. Can you, for anybody who hasn't listened through any of the episodes where I talk about them, can you recap that? Because that's probably something most people haven't played through.
Okay, so I can't remember any of these specific names or numbers, but
that's fine. Just generally.
Originally, the Master was a vault dweller. Got kicked out of his vault for
Richard Moreau.
Richard Moreau, thank you.
Yep.
I believe it was a murder charge. He gets exiled from his vault. He goes out exploring with a friend, and he comes across the Mariposa military base, where he ends up falling into a vat of the forced evolutionary virus. His buddy is able to escape. He is not. He ends up becoming this horribly mutated creature that fuses with the mainframes there.
Oh, and the pictures of him are great. The flesh gooing over the electronics and stretching out and stuff.
Absolutely amazing. So, anyways, he develops he becomes super smart. He develops telepathic abilities, and he becomes a generally very powerful, if not very mobile, guy. Over time, I can't remember off the top of my head how exactly the first few super mutants started, but he begins converting human beings into super mutants. I'm butchering the lore right now.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
But anyways, one thing leads to another. He collects humans, turns them into super mutants, and basically is like, go find more humans. We're making more super mutants. We're going to, for all of humanity that is able to become a good super mutant, that's going to be the new humanity. Stronger, faster, better, more resilient to radiation. basically designed to live in this world. So he, rather than fighting to keep humans safe and using his newfound power to protect everyone else, he wants to find the best stock and basically create his own race to rule the world. Which, I mean, in a way, he was one of the more successful. Even though he got killed, his legacy is far more successful than a lot of the other evil factions. I mean, Eden got blown up by the Lone Wanderer. The Institute potentially gets blown up by the Sole Survivor. But there are still super mutants. There are still super mutants everywhere. Aside from Boston, because they're created by the Institute, super mutants are out there.
Yeah,
So
and that's even amazing because they can't self-reproduce. They seem, I don't know what the lifespan of a super mutant, but they seem to live a very long time, if I recall. And there's some sort of connection to the FEV virus and radiation, and the initial group of super mutants were way more intelligent, and the ones that tend to be in the wasteland 200 years later are lesser so. But yeah, you're right. He's effectively changed the landscape completely because of the super mutant menace.
He didn't necessarily succeed, but his effects will be felt across generations.
Yeah, and you would have to think from the perspective of a wasteland dweller, somebody who is part of a small community or a little farm or something like that. The super mutant menace is probably very considerable. I mean, there's lots of dangerous things out there, right? You know, like, oh no, rad scorpions or whatever. It's always things to worry about. But humanity's been dealing with large threatening animals for a very long time. And over thousands of years, we basically have kind of pushed them all back to the fringes, right? We eventually win against dangerous animals. We outsmart them. But when it comes to something like hulking brutes, hulking giants who are, not as smart as us, but smart enough to use weapons and to do general human-y type things and have a society and, and are significantly bigger and stronger, more resilient, radiation resistant, those kinds of things, that's quite a threat.
Well, they do know how to reproduce. They keep looking around for the green stuff.
Yeah, they know how to do it.
Right, but they can't do it biologically, right? Yeah, they have to seek it out. So it's not something that they can just depend on as being part of a regular cycle. They have to find ways to do it. Yeah. That's
honestly,
a good point.
As a farmer, I'm wearing my rags. I've got my pipe pistol. I've got my 2 kids and my wife. Little Billy's missing an arm. I would be more afraid of a group of super mutants than a group of Deathclaws.
Yeah.
A group of Deathclaws you can easily hide from. They won't know how to come into your shack. And once they figure there's nothing there, they'll move on.
Yeah, you can even build traps and outsmart them in ways. There's definitely ways to handle it because it has the intelligence of an animal, unless it's a smart Deathclaw, which is a completely other thing. But yeah.
Let's hope we're not dealing with Gorus. Yeah.
Yeah, super mutants, major issue. Okay, so we've got Enclave, Institute, and then the super mutant menace, thus originally caused by the Master. Those are pretty significant.
Legion.
Yeah, nobody's brought up the Legion yet. What do you guys think about the Legion?
They're just twisted and dark. And
I think they're too obviously evil. They'll burn themselves out.
Yeah, they're doomed to fail.
The Legion is pretty good tied with the disciples from the Nuka World DLC. They're kind of just twisted and little bit kill happy, but other than that, they're not entirely too bad.
See, I never really felt the Legion was had such a hardcore bloodlust as the disciples. Yeah, they were kill happy, but there was always a reason to kill.
That's
true.
Never
just, hey, I'm gonna go out and string up some profligates tonight because hey, what else am I gonna do on a Friday?
Yeah. There's a difference between like chaotic evil and I don't know, lawful evil.
Lawful evil. Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Like the Legion, I would consider more lawful evil. They seem pretty chaotic to the general Wastelander, but they're following orders. They're
They still
militaristic.
do have a purpose.
They
Yeah.
have a
Rhyme and reason
purpose.
for what they're doing.
Right. But yeah, something like that. Like chaotic evil is scarier because you can't predict it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about the Legion other than
I feel like
typically
they're evil, but I don't think that they are as long-term dangerous as any of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
have-
not to the NCR.
No, they have all the like wartime strategies of the Roman Empire, like they do, which they're really good at. But they're also doing the exact same thing that was the fall of the Roman Empire, which is spreading themselves out too thin.
It's a matter of logistics, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Terrible management.
All right, so I've got one I wanted to toss out there. So I've got kind of a joke one, and then I have a legitimate one that I want us to actually consider. My wife and I were talking about this on the way to dinner tonight, and I was like, "Hey, this is what we're going to talk about on the show." And I was telling her, "I'm excited. We're going to have this conversation." She's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Evil factions in Fallout." And she's like, "Ooh, that's a good one," because she loves Fallout too. And she was like naming off some, and then she was like, "No, I've got it. I know." She's like, "You know that one group that all looks like Elvis?" And I was like, the Kings? And she's like, they've got to be the most evil. And I was like, ooh, that's an interesting take. Okay. So, yeah, they're not, I mean, I pulled up the wiki on them just to kind of refresh myself. And there's the general, like, laissez-faire kind of quality of like, well, everyone's their own king and go do what you're going to do, you know, hey there. And
That's funny.
but I think just from a standpoint of, you know, a faction that's going to create a bunch of Elvis impersonators and go through the wasteland, that's pretty evil. Come on.
It's
I
definitely
struggle to
something
think
weird.
of a worse hell.
Yeah, that is hellish.
Especially not knowing like what or who Elvis actually was. Like none of them knew who Elvis actually is.
Right.
They just know about him. They don't know who he is. It's so
Imagine if you were born into that society and you were prematurely bald. Imagine what kind of a hell.
You have to wear a wig. There are some like balding Elvis impersonators. I've seen some very different takes.
Some dark
That's when you
ones.
bust out the rhinestone.
All right, so here's my legit offer to the conversation here. Okay, what if Vault Tech is the most evil?
Oh,
You're going real deep on this one.
Answer.
Yeah, I'm going okay. There's all the regular ones, right? We keep coming around those regular ones, the regular villains. But if Vault Tech, and there may be holes in this argument, so I'm not 100% convinced, but I just want to throw this out there to debate. If Vault Tech hadn't done experiments in all of these vaults and had instead created safe places for people to wait out the apocalypse and give them enough supplies, enough education, enough food, whatever, power, and had basically built all the vaults at like control vaults and then allowed the society to carry forward, then wouldn't the wasteland be way better off once all of those vaults open and people take back the wasteland prepared?
They would
Be a
have
lot
truly
more
saved
boring.
humanity.
Yeah, they may have actually, because the idea was, whoa, honk,
sorry.
honk. The idea was that the Enclave, the people running the government who eventually were part of the Enclave and all that stuff, were connected to Vault Tech and wanted to do these experiments in order to figure out, like, okay, if they can't take back the wasteland, in what situations would humanity be able to survive travel to the stars, right? So they put people in all these different situations and figure out, like, okay, well, what are the results and how do we handle these things if they happen when we have isolated populations traveling? But had they just focused on, well, what if we just agree that that's never going to work and we have to take back the wasteland, so we need as many humans as possible to be as well prepared as possible, equipped, educated, and grow their populations over time to the point where they are ready to go back into the wasteland and then take it back. Wouldn't humanity be better off against the super mutant menace, or the rad scorpions and death claws, or the radiation problem, or the technology issues, or any of that stuff?
if they hadn't done their, whole experiments, there might not have even been any super mutants on the East Coast, because
That's right.
the East Coast super mutants came from Vault-Tec experiments.
Right. So yeah, a lot of the problems come from the experiments directly. You would still have the Enclave to deal with if the Enclave have taken a separate direction and things, but let's say they just never connected to Vault-Tec. Vault-Tec was its own entity. So you'd still have those issues, right?
They'd be a lot weaker for sure.
They'd be a lot weaker, yeah. You still have issues with somebody like the Enclave, but maybe not. Maybe by the time Fallout 4 happens, 200 years into the future or whatever it was, then the Wasteland is actually in a better off situation with people who are better predisposition to accepting help from scientists from the old world who are trying to help them with robots and understanding that, hey, these things malfunction sometimes, like maybe that's the solution for everything. Was freaking Vault-Tec just shouldn't have done their experiments.
That's fair. There's also those good old fan theories that Vault-Tec launched the first nukes.
Yes, there's that.
Prophecy.
Yep, there's that as well.
I think it's fair to call them out as just straight up evil with no intent of helping in the first place anyway, because most of their experiments, what I was saying about the Institute, they're terrible scientists, and there's
right
doing stuff for the sake of doing stuff, and there's no actual hypothesis. And
I don't think that's entirely fair. Sorry, but every vault did have an end goal, as ridiculous as they possibly could be. Like, I mean, Vault 69 and 68 were stupid, but
just a good old time. What are you talking about?
But what was it? Vault 81 in Fallout 4. Like, they were actually hoping to find, better vaccines, and cures. The one where you found Curie.
Yeah, some of them did have good intentions. It would also be interesting at some point, because we haven't really gotten to see underneath Vault-Tec, like who was actually pulling the strings, making the decisions. Or like a main manifesto of like at least a partial list of the vaults and what their hypotheses were. Because maybe they had some and they were just really bad, but maybe they had some and they were good. Or maybe different vaults were run by different scientists, and some of the scientists were good at what they did and some of them weren't. There's so much more that we could explore about that.
Because I'm playing with the Vault 88 now and looking through, the research and development stuff in there, and because Dr. Brown was the one associated with it, and he's definitely a sadistic.
Oh yeah, that guy was creepy.
So I might be a little biased right now.
That's fair.
Well, I feel like Vault-Tec, they should have been running their experiments, but as soon as I feel like they should have been running them pre-war. Take these group of people, put them in the vault, great, have them do their experiments, and then as soon as the bombs start dropping, revert to their original purpose, which is to save people. That would have been completely redeeming.
Yeah, but there's also the fact that these are supposed to be experiments. I mean, there's ethical considerations that anybody has to do when conducting experiments on humans, and none of these vaults followed any of those protocols, which in my view makes them evil anyway.
That's true. Huh? Fair enough.
So do you guys have any other like side offerings? Any other like what about this group, or like a smaller groups that you can think of? Or
well, the Disciples, those guys are absolute crazy. Eesh.
Those Minutemen are up to something.
The Preston Garveys
are up to something.
The Preston Garvey faction.
Why do you want all of these settlements having artillery?
Because it's fun.
No, they're definitely creating an empire.
It's the Cuban Missile Crisis all over again.
I'm here for it.
So another thought would be, what about the Brotherhood? Because they have a noble beginning, they've got noble start, but And I think, I mean, maybe this is social commentary or maybe this is political commentary on our current environment. But if you give any one faction too much power and too much unilateral authority of decision making, then that becomes a problem, because as soon as somebody who without a moral compass becomes a leader of a large government of the world in the current then you end up with all sorts of things that can happen because that person has too much power and nobody can stand up against them. And I'm talking about Nazis, right? Nazis. But you end up with a situation where you have a leader with too much power, or communism. You got like Stalin, right? And you can't stand up against them. Power was maybe consolidated by people who might have had good intentions, patriotism and those kinds of things. But too much power ends up in the wrong hands eventually, because it's never going to stay with the same person. And then maybe things go bad, and the Brotherhood has potential for that. If they're one of the most well-equipped factions in the Wasteland and you end up with a bad leader.
Well, the same argument can be made for the...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say it ties back into the idea, too, of are you willing to follow along just so you can get a shower? I think it's that same question there.
Yeah.
It's true. And like the same could be said as for the NCR as well. Like, not all of their practices is great with the taxation of small farms that are on the fringes of their territory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tricky. It's almost like, as human beings, we keep coming up with the same problems, and every few generations, we end up having to solve the same problems. We just have different tools with which to try to solve them.
Well, you know what they say, Tom?
Your head against
war. War never changes.
War never changes. And then the episode's like, end. That's the closing right there.
That's the episode.
Oh, God.
All right, you know what I should do? I should set up a poll on Twitter and see what
this would be a good
think.
poll.
Yeah. Which one is the most evil? All right. Now, did you originally side with the one that you offered, or do you just want to bring it up for discussion? Like, I guess the question is, at this point now, having been through all of these, who would you argue if you had to vote on the poll? And I think we just need to keep it among the top 3 or 4, right? So we've got the Enclave, the Institute, the Super Mutants, and the Master, and then maybe Vault-Tec.
I mean, you make a pretty good argument for that.
I think it's the Vault-Tec.
I'm thinking that
the rest of them have, like, at least a little bit of humanity's well-being in their minds when doing their deeds. Vault-Tec just doesn't seem like they do.
Yeah, it's almost like Vault-Tec is being run by a computer.
Did
I just write Fallout 5?
Shit, you may have.
Get Bethesda on the line.
Get over here, Howard.
Call them right now. Todd, we need to talk. Todd's going to sue me. He's going to be like, how did you get this information?
He's going to listen to this episode and be like, dude, what the hell?
We're still years away, but you cannot reveal this information this early.
One of these days, Tom's just going to be doing his shorts dance, and all of a sudden Todd Howard's just going to
my shorts dance. Weekend shorts. I've got my weekend shorts. Yeah.
You could spoil it. I'll still play it.
Yeah, I'll still play it too.
I think we gotta for the listeners, for people listening and watching right now on Twitch, they're referring to a conversation we had earlier in the week on Discord where, man, some people were saying funny stuff, and then I just was feeling silly, so I just started saying all sorts of funny things, and I shared a
very personal fact.
I don't want to go too far back into this. I feel like every good story needs some sort of explanation for how you get there. But maybe I don't need to explain. Maybe okay. So I have these. I'm just gonna start in the middle and let people figure out why this is a thing. So I have these shorts that I call boat shorts that have like palm trees on them and stuff. And on the weekends, I put them on. And on Saturday mornings, in fact, I did that yesterday morning. I put them on, and my wife and I are getting up in the morning. I put them on, and then I do a little dance and shake my pelvis around and sing my weekend shorts song.
Well, now
And-
every
You're gonna have to
Saturday you're
record a
going to be
video
looking
of
over your
this?
shoulder.
It doesn't last very long, but it's definitely a weekend shorts. I've got my weekend shorts, I do a little dance. And then my wife laughs, and then our marriage continues on. So
Tom's Guide to an Amazing Marriage.
yeah,
Yeah, a
you,
pair of shorts.
you got to keep it fun. You got to keep it fun. You got to keep your spouse guessing a little bit, All right, guys. Man, that was a great conversation. Thank you for joining me, everybody. All
Thanks
right.
for having us.
Well, let's,
Yeah.
the other thing we should do, I was thinking about this, is we come up with these topics every month, but for those of you who are able to join us next month, so let me just put this out there for everyone. Anybody who subscribes or upgrades to tier 4 or higher on the Patreon is welcome to come join us at the end of the month. It's the last Sunday of the month for us right now, but usually it's like last Monday of the month. But we communicate, we set up a time, and everyone who can make it gets together, and we have one of these conversations. So if you would like to be part of that, check out patreon.com/Fallout Lorecast and check out the tier 4 and higher. And at some point, somebody's going to be crazy enough to sub really high, and that's going to be nuts. And I'm actually going to have to follow through with all those rewards too. So. But yeah, if you want to join us, go check that out. You can be part of the conversation every month. But those of you who aren't able to join us, you can still participate by sending in ideas for topics for this end of the month show. So we would love to hear your ideas. And man, there's so many good things to talk about in Fallout lore. So it can be anything. It could be like wacky off the wall stuff. I'm sure. I mean, you heard us all talk this episode. We'll eat it up. We'll have fun with it. So send us your thoughts, and thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. This has been super great, and I'm sure I'm going to see each of you on the Discord and maybe even in game. I'm going to try and start playing some more Nuclear Winter.
Oh, want to know something shocking? I have never played Fallout 76.
Oh no!
Really?
I have played every single Fallout except for 76.
Maybe a
Started
future
it
sale.
and got like,
This-
and I started really struggling with it.
I liked getting through a lot of the like story stuff, the world story stuff, exploring the world. That stuff was fun. I'm still hoping they continue to clean up the game and fix the bugs and expand on it in.
I'm planning to
in
jump
good
back
ways.
in when Wastelanders comes out.
Yeah, that's going to
I'll
be
probably
great.
do the same, yeah.
I had the Tricentennial Edition pre-ordered, actually, but then I learned what the internet requirements were for it.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Cool.
My current broadband is not up to snuff.
Yeah, sometimes that's a limitation. I have a coworker who recently moved away, and we've been trying to get together to play games, and he's got like 0.5 megabits per second or something. It's just like he's like, this not only is this probably not going to work, but it's going to take me like days to download this game.
God, for real.
So, all right. Well, thanks everybody. Thank you, Aperture Flash, Mustang, and Woman on Fire. And I don't know if you guys want to share. I do this with our Robots Radio show, where I have the hosts that guest share how to get a hold of them. Do you guys want people to reach out to you on Twitter and maybe talk about this stuff, or is that something you're interested in? You want to share any of your info? All right, let's go down the list. I'm going alphabetically. So, Aperture Flash, if you want to share your how to get a hold of you, deets.
So on Instagram and Twitter, I am aperture_flash. And you can also get a hold of me on Discord. I'm usually pretty happy to chat. And if you have a CB radio, my CB handle is Maple Leaf, and I'm always happy to break with you.
That's
Especially
awesome.
when I'm going through your area. 10-4.
Live from the road. All right, Mustang.
On Twitter, you can find me at _Reynoso, REYNOSO, followed by another _. And yeah, I'm pretty active on the Discord as well. More active than Aperture, but he's got a full-time job and I definitely do not.
Yeah.
Hey, you've got a pretty cool job, man.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
All right, Women on Fire.
I am on Twitter at WomenOnW because I stunk at Twitter. And it gave me that, and I did not question it.
Okay,
That's fair, huh?
thank you, Twitter lords. And all of these, all three of them, and me, and everyone else that is regularly talking on the Discord are all in there. It's in the show notes, the link, if you want to check that out. Or you know what? Google actually has done a good job finding it on my website now. So SEO props to me, because that's actually my regular job anyway. But yeah, you can even just search Fallout Lorecast Discord, and it'll probably find the page to link you. So yeah, come and chat with us. We're in there every day doing all sorts of wacky things and having weird conversations. So if that's what you're into, then that's what you'll get for sure.
Yeah, that's really all it is. It's wild.
It's wild. Sometimes it's deep and interesting. Sometimes it's meaningful and heart pulling, and sometimes it's just really dumb, like us just repeating morning.
Yeah, our Patreon chat is on a terrible loop here.
Yeah. For those of you, another pitch. $1 a month gets you onto Patreon. It's into the patron chat, and you can see the behind the scenes conversations
Really
with all the patrons. Yeah, like
Just
morning.
Afternoon, and then there's someone that pipes in with the afternoon. Yeah,
afternoon.
For the low price of $1 a month, you can be thoroughly greeted each day.
Thoroughly greeted. Yeah, it's not just greetings, but that has been the trend lately.
Well, general chat was full of dog pictures today, and
that's true.
dog pictures.
Oh no,
I missed that.
Oh, I'm scrolling back up through it right now. You're right. How did I miss? I was at like dinner, and oh no, I'm gonna have to. Oh, dog pictures. That's great.
We'll have to do cats tomorrow.
I don't have a cat.
I have a cat, but she sucks.
Throw up random pictures of cats that you find on the internet.
Random pictures of cats.
What the internet's for.
Yeah.
I'll just look up cat and see what comes up.
Cat.
All right.
Dog cat is always watching.
Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope we can do this again next month. And if not, that's totally cool too. But I definitely will see you online. So, and to all of our Wastelanders and Vault Dwellers out there, tune in next week for a regular episode of the Fallout Lorecast, where we dive back into some more lore stuff. I think the next one coming up is another Vault, I think. I'll have to check my schedule. But I'll see you guys around. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And cut.
Cute.
Cool.
Yeah, now we're in the after show. Hi, Snowman. Snowman Factory is in my Twitch chat all the time, hanging out. Started
Hello,
dog pictures,
Snowman.
but
Yeah, he did start the dog pictures with his.
Oh, you started the dog pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, you might have
I
to
would
just look
just
up
like to
cats
mention,
too.
Snowman is the world's most famous CB handle. Putting it out there.
Really?
Really?
That was
Famous
Jerry
what?
Reed's. That was Jerry Reed's character in Smokey and the Bandit. He went across the CB radio. It was Snowman and Bandit.
Oh, that makes sense.
So, mad props to you, Snowman.
Snowman. Yeah. Do you guys ever listen to They Might Be Giants? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
I've dabbled.
one of the early songs talks about is inspired by CB radio handles. And there's a part where it goes they're just naming different handles, and or it's as if one trucker's calling out other truckers, and he goes, rabbit ears, hammer down, rabbit ears, hammer down. And like those are their CB handles for some reason. So I was like, that's cool.
Well, you know what? CB is an amazing tool. Let's see if I can't bring someone down on it. Break 19, can I get a smoky report heading southbound on 81 past the 35-mile marker? I doubt anyone will get back, because that was really as as I could get. But,
Does anybody ever do really silly things? Like,
oh yeah, all the time.
Like breaker. Today is a purple underwear day. Who can you respond with the color of your underpants, please? Oh.
My favorite thing that I ever heard was I was going through Iowa, and all of a sudden someone breaks across the radio, and all you hear is, "God damn FedEx, that is a big sandwich." And then I guess FedEx got back to him and said, "Yeah, I'm hungry."
Oh man.
Yeah. The CB radio is essentially the original Reddit for truckers.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was like the social network
Yeah.
for truckers.
Oh, definitely. You get into heavy traffic and that thing just lights right up.
Oh.
That's funny. Sounds
Yeah,
like
my
a fun time.
My stepdad does like ham radio, and he's got this massive antenna in their yard that just, all the way up to the sky and goes to.
I've been thinking about installing a ham.
And he goes to like meetups across the country. They just finished across Pennsylvania right now. Hopefully, they don't bump into you.
Like physically.
I know. I'm hilarious. But yeah, that's been his thing forever and ever. I have no idea what his handle is though.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but most ham radio handles are like a series of numbers and letters, aren't they?
I couldn't tell you.
Like
Yeah,
on the
I don't know either.
CB, they tend not to give you much trouble if you don't know the lingo or you do it wrong. But I've heard ham radio operators can be absolutely vicious.
That sounds
you're
like my stepdad.
clearly not part of the club. Oh,
Oh yeah,
what'd they say?
he was saying he hadn't seen anything. Hey, can I get you to say that again, driver? I didn't quite catch that. He's having a chat with someone else.
Over here, it sounds like, or maybe more like this.
There we go. Okay,
Perfect.
there you go.
Yeah, welcome to my life.
You know, that's I've got a podcast idea for you. CB
Oh,
chat,
yeah?
CB chat podcast, where you come up with something funny, like like it's underpants day. What are you wearing? Everyone else wearing purple underpants, and you just like record yourself like doing crazy CV stuff and then talking about CV things, and then when people respond, you record it as well, right? You get like a little lapel mic, and
I feel like you have to sign a waiver for that or something. People should probably know they're being recorded.
Oh no, the CB is open market. No, there's no expectation. Yeah, no expectation of privacy.
There you go.
Oh,
That's fair.
Attention breakers, just want to let you all know that tomorrow on Monday it is Purple Underpants Day. I repeat, Monday is Purple Underpants Day. Rock your purple shorties while you're going down the road. Thank you kindly.
Dude, this would be a great show.
Oh,
we have to do this show. What did he say?
I'm not sure.
Sorry, there. Only got green panties. Only got green panties.
I do hope that I can expect all of your participation, and your country thanks you.
Your country.
I am gonna wake up, and I'm gonna wake up at a truck stop, and there's gonna be a circle of truckers around me, ready to just.
in their purple underpants.
Yeah, everyone's wearing all they're wearing is purple underpants. We're not gonna be like, so you invited us, huh?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
We could call this Trucker Talk. Trucker Talk.
Trucker talk.
Dude, I will help you get this podcast started. I'm all about this.
I've thought about doing something. I don't know. I don't know if I've quite got the voice for.
Yeah, dude, but think about all the time that would pass on the road if you were just recording all this content of you just
That's
goofing
true.
around, and then when you get time to
Like,
stop,
edit
you
it.
when you get time to stop, you
Yeah.
just kind of take it, you'd record it your phone, and then you just load it up on a computer, edit it down, when you get some time, and then upload it to Anchor or something. Totally, you got it right there. That's it.
Perfect.
Oh man.
Perfect.
I'll think about it. There'd be a lot of swearing in that podcast. A lot of unintelligible swearing.
Just mark it explicit. You're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're
Oh, yeah.
fine. It's explicit.
You're not
and
going to
then-
get the true trucker experience unless it's
Right?
absolutely obscene.
Oh my gosh.
That would be amazing.
We all know about truckers' mouths.
Oh man. I remember I had one driver. I think I've mentioned this in the Discord before, but it was the middle of the night and it was a full moon, and I was chatting with this old timer going down the road, and he says to me, "Well, I have to make a turn up here, driver. You stay safe out there. Dark things move under the full moon."
Dude.
What does that even mean?
I was like, "Oh, okay."
And that was how Aperture never slept again.
Yeah, yeah. I was right and properly terrified.
God.
Dark
Because
things
it
move
didn't-
under the full moon.
Good
there's
lord.
a
It didn't help. It didn't help that like 10 miles down the road, I had to pull onto back roads. So
God. Jeez.
yeah,
You're like, oh my god, he was right. Oh no.
Oh man.
yeah. So
Just letting everyone out there know, Mothman sighting off of I-74.
I
Mile marker 72.
yeah, give it time.
Dude, that would be great.
I
I would
do-
listen to that show. That's
I do
half,
cross.
that's half my reason for starting Podcast Network, is that I just get to like help myself find more shows that I want to listen to.
That is a good reason.
That's fair, yeah.
It works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
if
perfectly reasonable.
if I listen to a show and I go, I can't listen to this, then I have a hard time, inviting them to join the network. We're like, no, this is not good enough. I would not listen to this. Sorry.
I'll just put these in the kitchen for now.
I do drive through
I don't
a
have them
few
here.
of the.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I do drive through a few of the Fallout 76 locations.
Oh, yeah,
man,
West
that's
Virginia.
Pictures of the Gorge Appalachian landscape.
Yeah, the
That's
New
so
Gorge
cool.
Bridge is a particular favorite of mine.
Is that the really high one?
There's a small, dingy little truck stop about 5 miles from it. That it wasn't
Cute.
featured in the game.
Yeah, you should take pictures next time you're in the area
For real.
and driving through.
Sure. Sure. I've got a few out there on the Instagram, which I'm going to shamelessly plug again, which is at Aperture Flash, Aperture_Flash on Instagram.
I don't remember if I'm following you or not. Let me go real quick.
Hey, Mustang, what was your Twitter handle again? I was...
So it's 2 underscores,
Yeah.
and then REYNOSO, and then 2 more underscores.
Okay.
Maybe we should set up a Discord channel where everyone can share their Twitch handles, so we can make sure everyone's following each other.
Well, isn't that what the promote your stuff is for?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I figured it was more of like content creators sharing their they make.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I have misused your channel.
I guess you could use it as that. Like there's no hard and fast rule. No, you can't put your Twitter handle in here.
Instant
I
ban.
am
Instant ban.
immediately removed from all of Discord channels.
Oh, God. See, that's why I haven't promoted my stuff in there, because I think I will be immediately removed.
What?
Hold up.
Wait, what kind of stuff are you promoting?
I write fanfic.
Uh-oh.
But
What kind of fan? That is a loaded.
Is it
That is a
obscene?
loaded statement right there.
Well, you remember our previous conversation?
Like, are we talking? Are we talking about Harry Potter meeting
No,
the
it's
Lord
not
of
Harry
the
Potter.
Rings, or? Sorry?
No, it's
So-
Fallout fanfic.
It has to do with super mutants and their biological
No.
urges.
As I said, it pertained to our
Super mutant
previous.
Or
It
ghouls.
pertained
Those
to our
ghouls.
previous conversation.
Oh no.
Somebody
Well,
just
actually, it's funny that you say that though, Tom, because I had a big, long conversation where someone absolutely refused to relent that female super mutants would still have their lady bits.
What? No, that's the whole thing. is that-
There is a female super mutant though in New
Yes,
Vegas, and
yes,
she
there is.
definitely does not have her lady bits.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell him.
He was not getting that one.
He was not ready to accept that he could not have fun times with a Superman.
Well, you know,
dear.
everybody's got their different preferences, different flavors.
Different strokes
Yeah.
for different folks.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. Some people really like the big green type.
Whatever you're into.
Ouch.
Yeah. No judgment.
I personally am more of a Deathclaw kind of guy, but to each their own.
Oh man.
I too like to live dangerously. Yikes.
Yikes.
Yikes is correct.
So, you guys are welcome to hang out. So I'm actually jumped into a match of Nuclear Winter, so you're welcome.
I saw you jumping into it, and I was like, you know what? I'll hop. So now I'm playing too.
Oh, cool.
Are you guys all on
Cool.
PC?
I'm on
Yes,
Xbox.
I'm on PC. Unfortunately, we cannot play together.
I'm on PS4.
No, when I get back into it, I'll
I
start.
don't even get the
Next
cool
one.
mod.
Oh, Luke, launch code. I haven't played much of this mode, so I don't really know what I'm doing.
I haven't played it, or I haven't played it since like the first week and a half it came out. Me and Durka played a lot of it for a little bit, but we, once he hopped up on the Arc, we stopped playing it.
I don't seem to have. Oh, I've got audio. It's just really quiet.
No.
Stealth Boy, automatic assault rifle.
Mm.
All right, getting some stuff.
It's a good layout.
So, do they just kind of provide you with weapons? It's not like you can't bring in.
Yeah, don't bring in anything, but like every single like container you find in the world has at least something in it, like ammo, weapons, armor. You know.
Oh, Mr.
Right.
Gomi Boy's debating buying it right now.
He should. Oh my
Maybe.
god.
Yeah, you should.
There's
Play.
this guy. There's this guy in my lobby right now, dressed as Preston Garvey, the man himself.
The evil
20 points if you can.
Yeah, I
20 points if you
gotta,
can take him out with
I gotta find him once we get into the game. It's even more appropriate that I'm dressed like an evil old Elder Maxon.
Evil old Elder
It's,
Maxon.
it's all working, yeah. Like a mix between an evil scientist and Elder Maxon.
So what? Just Elder Maxon's coat and a pair of goggles?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you got me there. That's pretty much. He's got a receding hairline too, and that's where he gets the old from.
All right, I've got some items. Let me see. How do I?
Those radium rifles are good in this game.
Are they?
Yeah.
See, I don't know much about the PvP aspect of things. All
The
right, so he's over there.
the radiation damage is what gets a lot of people with it.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna have to move. I'm gonna go back down this thing.
I always found the radium rifles were a bit overpowered in Fallout 4.
They are, yeah. But
Never
that's-
use them. I'm always afraid of killing one of my settlers by accident.
Someone writes, I figured it out. Preston Garvey is what moves in the night.
Preston Garvey.
Preston Garvey is the most
so
evil
much.
faction. That needs to be a shirt. Most
Preston
evil
Garvey is the most
faction,
evil faction.
Preston Garvey.
I mean, I am
I
like
would wear
literally
that
wearing
shirt
a
with
Vault
pride.
Tech shirt right now, so I would definitely wear the Preston Garvey.
I would wear evil Preston Garvey shirt.
Evil, like he needs to have like a sinister grin. Like,
Well,
hey,
what's that meme where he's like creeping in through the door? Have you seen that picture I see all the time?
Oh, from The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's just
Here's Preston.
oh
face,
yeah.
and it's just him saying, "Another settlement needs your
Yeah.
help."
Yeah.
Well, I'm chilling for Vault Tech right now because I've got a Perception bobblehead sitting on my dashboard.
That's all right. That's fair.
As I said, I'm literally wearing a Vault Tech T-shirt right now.
So
Yeah,
you and I
I've
are
got a bunch of
prepared for the
shirts.
future.
I wear them to work, and everyone's like, "What's this shirt about?"
Oh God, all time.
I had
Video game. You're not gonna get it.
I had
that's
one
nice.
client a while ago. Actually, he was wearing a Vault 1 shirt, And so while I'm just sitting there, because it was one of the ones where I had to stay on site for it, and I was just sitting there, and he comes walking up and gets some food, and I was like, so, big Fallout fan, huh? And he goes, you have no idea. And I was like, oh, buddy, trust me. I do have an idea.
Like, nah, I have an idea.
Don't worry.
Have I got a podcast for you?
I did pick the podcast, actually.
That's awesome.
That's funny. Hey, Lincoln. Welcome to the stream, bud.
Hey, Lincoln.
Hey,
Good
if
to
my
have you here.
background noise
Lincoln to
gets
the
too much, let
stream.
me
Welcome
know.
to Lincoln.
Ah,
That was nice.
Oh no, I just got shot. I was
my
distracted myself. Oh no. Who's shooting me?
Oh, man.
This is no good. Alright, I'm back up.
this is why I'm not playing. I am horrible at PvP. I'm horrible.
Oh, I am so bad at it,
Alright,
too.
it's over there.
Ah,
God,
dang it.
Where'd he go?
I've never been good at it.
I was too busy killing one guy, and I got by another.
Happened.
The one thing I hate about this mode, though, is power armor is nowhere near as strong as it should be.
Yeah, no, I noticed. I tried it last night and got in power. It was 2 rounds in a row and was like, hits and I was down. And
Yeah, it's not worth it at all.
And then as I was down laying there, I got hit a few more times, and finally one of the pieces broke, and I was like,
No, it's definitely not worth it.
It should break before you down.
They should definitely.
Where do these guys go?
Well, I feel like power armor in this series in general is it's underpowered because it was always described as one-man tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's literally why it was created. It was to replace full battalions and tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just like last night getting slaughtered because it was Mecha Robot runs was Warwick, and I could not do it when I got my power armor.
Oh, there he is.
That was no
I
problem
couldn't
at all.
see.
So.
All right,
Yeah.
Snowman is second for you. Yeah, I think I have to restrict the frame rate a little bit more. Let me see. I feel I'm dead here, so I'm gonna pop out and see if I can't fix that.
I could definitely see why they're, nerfing power armor in the game. So, because the outrage by the community would probably be astronomical if power armor was as strong as it should be.
I don't think they should nerf it. I just think it should be extraordinarily rare.
It should be like
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's true. It could be like a game balance thing.
That's it. I
Where are you?
prefer a stealth sort of thing.
Like I like the implementation of fusion cores as power for the armor. I thought that was a really smart choice.
It was smart, but so annoying.
It is annoying, but I mean,
Intentionally,
like-
yeah.
yeah, exactly.
All right,
Mhm.
trying to figure out this frame rate thing.
Go, finally.
Yes, open. Want to open thing? Oh, maybe it's down here in my bar. There it is. I found you. All right. Limit frame rate. Let's see if this
Sorry
works.
about all the background noise, folks.
It's
Oh,
cool.
well.
It's fine.
Doing your trucking
I'm at a
thing.
shipper right now.
Doing the truck.
Yeah.
Doing the trucky thing.
How late is it over there for you? Aperture?
10:17.
Well, that's not too bad.
No, I'm just adjusting the wheels on my trailer.
That's fun.
Those the ones
Yeah,
that
they
you
get-
were worried were gonna bang.
No,
Yeah,
they
did that
didn't burst.
All right, we'll try
I
this.
did not blow a tire, thank God.
That's
Oh
that's
yeah.
good.
But this trailer is rusty as all hell.
Rusty as
And,
all hell.
And the-
It sounds like a country song.
This trailer
Well-
was rusty as all hell,
There you go.
oh no.
Perfect.
but I love her.
Oh no.
It's about a love story between a man and his trailer.
Oh.
I remember when I first had my old 30-year-old Ford F-250 as my first car. I popped a tire, and getting the spare tire on it should have been maybe a half-hour event, but it turned
no.
into 4 hours because most of it was spent scraping off rust with a flathead screwdriver.
Oh no.
It took so long.
That sounds so exciting.
It was so exciting.
So exciting.
So excitingly garbage.
Excitingly garbage. Hey, you know what? You guys have fun chatting for a minute. I'm gonna go get a refill on my drink while this loads, and I'll be right back. Chat.
Woohoo!
Be right back. See you in a minute.
We'll do some discussions.
Discuss all the things.
Discuss all the things.
All right, I'll be right back.
Ooh boy,
Done 450 miles today.
that's not bad. You had a long day yesterday, didn't you?
Oh my god! Yesterday was just issue after issue, and the dispatch was like, "You need to." I was approaching hour like 12 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
The dispatch was like, "We need you to get this trailer out of this yard." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's no issue. I can do that." And then he said, "Yeah, it's 60 miles away." Oh.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. So I didn't get any meaningful sleep last night. So, to spite them, I'm just shutting down early tonight. I'm going to drop this trailer. There's a Sheets not too far from here. You know? So,
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
I was at that Sheets the other day, and they tripled my mozzarella sticks order on a whim.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
remember
gave
seeing a
you-
post about that.
Gave you triple the amount or charged you triple the price?
They gave me triple the amount.
Oh hell yeah!
I ate all of them. And
Very
then
very good.
I hated myself.
You earned it, damn it.
Yeah, I earned that self-hatred.
I mean, that's definitely not what I meant, but hey, you know, if you think you earned it, then good on you, buddy.
Oh my god.
You think you earned that one. I'm not going to stop you.
Brutal.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Apparently I'm getting paged and I have to go have dinner with my family and actually, like,
Socialize and stuff.
socialize and stuff. I am socializing, damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
This counts.
Yeah.
Right, thanks.
I do though have to go. I do have to go deal with security. So.
Well, I'll just be...
I'm gonna get back and be like, where the hell did everybody go?
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
Mustang, if you want to hang out, I'll come back as soon as I'm done with them.
All right, that's fair. I'll probably hang out. I don't have anything else to do. I'm just
Alright, fair
playing
enough.
Fallout still, too.
I'll be doing that again.
Jealous. Jealous.
Yeah.
I have to go
Have
shock the Brotherhood of Steel some more with my horrible.
Screw the Brotherhood of Steel.
No, they're not my type.
No. And I'm glad that Pet isn't listening to
All the
this.
way.
Me and Pet would have to have some more beef.
Oh yeah.
Whenever Tom leaves, he
You
stares
can't
into
argue
your
with
soul.
Ted.
Yeah, my robot stares
You can't
into
argue with
people's
Ted. He's
souls.
too good.
Hey Jeff, welcome back, man. How's it going?
All right.
Stares into your soul. Yeah, it's the robot
All
just
right, I
kind
will
of
be
goes.
back
"Hmm."
I will be back shortly, guys.
Good luck with security. Oh my sweet Jesus. Really? I'm just sitting here playing, minding my own business. Glowing Mirelurk Hunter pops
Oh,
up
that
on
sounds
me.
fun.
Oh yeah, it's not though. Thanks though.
It's not fun.
It's not
All
exciting.
right. I'm gonna go like be part of a family or something.
All right. Well, have fun. Thanks for hanging.
Good luck.
Thanks. See y'all later.
See ya.
Bye. How do I log out of this thing? Okay.
A little hang up phone button. What's going on, Jeff? Do. If anybody has any tips about this game, please let me
Just
know.
don't suck.
Just
don't
tell me
die.
what to do, because I don't know what to do. Also, if it's laggy still, I apologize. I will continue to tweak the settings. So no worries.
Yeah. I'm working on getting one of those I guess to stream with a Yeti mic on Xbox, you have to have like this adapter plug into your controller.
Really? Huh?
Yeah. The adapter's like $30
because it's
too.
like USB and it's got to go into the
Mhm.
controller. You
Well,
can't
I could
run
use-
it into the Xbox directly.
It has, I guess, to use voice, you have to, because the controllers have a headphone jack.
hmm
So I guess if you plug it straight into there, it doesn't work
Right.
for some reason. And my headset quality is absolute garbage, so I don't want to use that. But yeah, it's weird. It's different. and I don't really understand why. But
Do you have a? I guess you would need a capture card if you were to run it into a laptop or something.
I just have my desktop. My laptop is also garbage.
Yeah. Well, capture cards have come down in price. If your desktop can just do the streaming part, then you could run the Xbox into the desktop and then just run your mic into the desktop like you normally would. But
true.
you wouldn't be able. You'd have to still wear the headset to chat with people in game. You'd have to have like 2 mics.
I'm just not very huge on chatting with people in game anyway, so it wouldn't be a terrible,
Gunfire.
terrible, you know, detrimental thing to
Mr.
not be
Gully
able to
bought
chat.
it and downloaded it and it has no
I saw
self-control.
that. What
That's
a guy!
great.
What a guy! I'm currently running around on my game. All of my other team members are dead, and all I have is a Grognak's axe.
Yeah,
So we're
good
just
luck.
Yeah, we're just hoping for the best.
All right,
Gonna
let's see.
loot
Where's the
everything, but
circle?
there's
Close.
Okay.
All right, this guy's gonna
This
take
one's not
everything
too
here.
bad. Definitely my favorite out of the battle royales by far.
Really?
The next closest one is Apex, but I haven't played that in a while either.
I enjoyed PUBG when it first came out, and
PUBG was fun, but I am so bad at it.
I got okay. I was never. I would never say I was good. But especially playing with other friends who weren't as good as me, I felt really good compared to them. That's terrible.
The funny thing is, though, about these games, like, you can only be so good because most everything is basically luck anyway.
Why is this wall beeping? Is there a beeping wall thing going on?
A beeping wall?
Yeah.
I'm not hearing a beep,
no.
but I also...
It's like... Maybe it's outside the door here?
Oh, yeah, I hear it. I
don't-
turned on the sound on your stream.
Yeah.
Maybe there might be a nuclear laptop thing near
Is that
you.
what that is?
Might be.
Chat, if you guys have any knowledge about how this mode works, I'm totally not. Laser
Oh no!
auto pistol.
Auto pistol. Yeah, the only bullets I have right now are for a pipe pistol.
All right, I gotta get away from the fire, I guess. Oh, I just ran through the radiation. Great, good job, me.
Nice.
Honestly, the comic is better than the axe. Let's see. I've got Jimmy and Silver Riot and Spearcania? Spearcania?
Spearcania.
Spearcania.
No, I think that's Spearcania. It's like a weapon spear. So it looks like, ooh, we got some action here. I have my pipe pistol?
By action, you mean the sex?
No sex. I'm playing Fallout. There's no
Oh,
time for that.
right. Sorry. I got excited.
Yeah, no time.
No time for that.
No time for that. Yeah.
The storm is moving. Brace yourselves.
God, that guy. I'm gonna fight this guy on my team. He really took all the ammo.
It says nope. All right. Where are we going?
Good lord.
Jimmy's
really,
down
bro?
there. I'm like right on the edge of the circle. Maybe I'll wait here until it shows up and then just move right in.
There you go.
I'm still not very good at the whole like how the quick menu works in this mode and how to
I'm
move
not
your
very
items
good at that
around.
at all. Yeah. It takes too long, in my opinion, to move stuff around. But once you get everything set, it's fine. But getting there sucks.
Yeah, I don't have like a good method to do that yet.
I don't either. And not very fast. In
Oh
most
no, I
aspects.
didn't. Don't fall off. Go back up. All right, here we go. I'm hiding.
Oh, what? Oh no. I was trying to get my weapon out, but I got shot instead.
Is weapon a euphemism for something sexual?
No, it's a euphemism for a Gatling gun.
Okay.
Like I said,
okay.
I'm playing Fallout. There's no time.
I like being awkward. Sometimes
You're doing very good at it.
people are like, no. Oh,
there I go.
It's a joke.
I love little quips that the game gives you when you die.
Mm-hmm.
The little messages.
Well, you were doing pretty well for a little while there.
Yeah, right.
Things like that.
Do I even have teammates? You say as you die.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Mhm.
All right. I don't see anybody. I need to turn my sound up in my headphones. I'm going to turn your sound down a little bit, but hopefully that doesn't make the bounce weird for the listeners.
Shut up. Mom.
Wait, is that something? Nope, it's a leaf.
A whole leaf. Snowman, that was funny. Snowman said in the stream. Said,
Shut up, man.
Like,
Shut up, Mom. I'm playing Fallout.
That's funny.
Crossbow's good in this mode? Probably not. They don't seem to zoom in enough to be really effective.
No, but they do pretty good damage.
You said doo-doo.
Doo-doo. Nice.
Where do I want to go? Alright, my teammates are well ahead of me at this point.
They don't even
And...
go in the dust. No, they're not too
Oh,
far.
crap!
Oh, oh my. You really
Jeez.
cornered yourself, didn't you?
Yes,
oh my
I did.
Lord, this is going great for you.
Expired stimpak, alright. Oh, crap!
This is,
No! Oh, jeez! There's gotta be another way out here.
this is fun to watch.
Death by terrible decisions. Here we go.
This is entertaining.
Through the building. Okay. Whew, I made it.
Oh, there's a door. You did it.
I made it.
God awful town.
Alright. I'm coming, buddies. I'm coming.
It reminded me a lot of Portland.
That did?
Yeah. 'Cause Portland has all those highways that seem to go to nowhere, but they also go to everywhere. All at the same time.
Oh, I'm almost like in the other circle. It's gonna be this way. And my buddies are completely off the side now.
Oh, you're a lot closer.
You're a lot closer than my buddies. What are they doing? What was that? Nope, that wasn't a thing. I saw a leaf move in front of some brush, and I was like, oh, crap. Alright. I hear shots coming from their direction.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're getting hit. Alright.
Well, good luck to them.
Let's see. Maybe I can come up from the side on whoever is harassing my friends. I hear gunfire.
Oh, you know what faction should have been brought up?
Mm.
The children of
Aperture flashes back. I was like, where's that voice? Is it my teammate? Alright,
Sorry,
where are they?
Yeah, I heard the little
Oh, they're that way. Crap, I didn't come up behind them.
I meant to announce myself, but then I got stuck mid-thought.
Well, that was a good
Ah, crap. I shouldn't have shot while he was
action,
running.
though.
No, the children of Adam,
crap.
no?
The Children of Adam, I don't think they're entirely evil. They
Ah.
just kind of mind their own business.
Yeah, I suppose.
And I'm dead again.
They weren't too evil.
Sorry, changing.
Well,
Children of Adam, yeah.
The only real bad ones were in Far Harbor, but even then, they really just kind of stuck to themselves.
Well, I mean, they kind of did seek out as much purified water as they could and poisoned it, and then
That's true.
passed it off as being, pure.
That's true. It's just marketing at that point. They're just marketing. It's just a really, really terrible marketing scheme.
Really aggressive.
It's very aggressive.
Snowman,
It's like
how was the frame rate that time? I feel like it was better.
It was looking better, yeah. At least from my end. I'm also
Okay.
watching the stream, but I have it muted.
Yeah. It seems that there's a problem. Oh, I've got the text still up on the screen. I'm a dummy.
That's
Alright,
true.
I'm gonna get rid of that. That's
We're
true.
not recording
That's
the
true.
podcast.
That's true. You are a dummy. Thanks.
Oh,
There we go.
There you go. I like the little recording of those Vault-Tec commercials in the bottom right corner.
Yeah. I don't have the dogs in here right now. I've got the dog cam, but they're not in their bed, so I was like, well, I should put something else there when they're not just like when it's just an empty dog bed.
Wait, you have a dog cam?
Yeah, on his stream.
Yeah.
Man, I should.
It's
start
great.
watching.
Yeah, I've got a little robot head that moves around, and like when my face looks around, it moves and talks. And then I've got these little helmets that I can put on him. Yeah, I figured nobody wants to see my regular dumb face. Might as well put a little robot guy up there.
See, I feel like an old man because, I haven't played 6. I've never actually watched a stream.
What?
Yeah, I've never watched anybody stream anything ever before.
If it makes you feel better, Tom's the only person I've watched stream, other than there's this one guy in another Dungeons and Dragons podcast I listen to. He streams every night, and I've watched him once.
Really?
Other than that, it's just been Tom. Yeah.
I love to just put, like, especially when I'm at work, I just put streams up in the background, even if I don't have the sound on, just to have like something that I like to see. You know?
I tried once, but my home computer is just so terrible. Like I'm running a laptop from like 2000, like 10.
2000 negative 5. 1995.
1995. Yeah. First laptop ever. It's still going.
Yeah, we need to get you this computer so you can play it on PC with us.
That's my next big push.
My school. I bought a school. I was so excited for it, and then turns out I'm pretty sure it has like a negative 8 gigabytes of RAM. The thing is insanely slow.
Well, when I first got it, I could play Minecraft and I could play Portal. That was about it. Oh, and Team Fortress 2.
Which is what you need.
Play those.
The essentials.
I can play those games.
Yeah.
I can't anymore. One of these days, it's just not gonna start for me, and I'm not even gonna be angry. I'm just gonna be like, you've done your duty.
You're gonna give it a 21 gun salute.
Yeah.
Bury him to taps.
Yeah.
Yeah, 70 gigs. This game's big. Yep. Sunless Con. I don't know Sunless Con. Rocket League's cool. It's definitely cool to watch. People who are really good at Rocket League are nuts.
I am a huge fan of Rocket League, actually. Me and my buddy play it all the time whenever I get to. Such a fun time.
Yeah, it was such a cool idea. I mean, I feel like it was designed, the idea was concepted, is that a word? By like 7-year-olds. They're like, all right,
but it works out so well.
All right, guys. All right, second graders or whatever grade you guys are in. If you were to invent a video game, the today's project is what video game would you make and how would it work? I want a game that is like playing soccer with cars. Okay.
And then the teacher's like, wait a minute. That's not a bad idea.
I'm putting in my 2 weeks starting an indie game studio. Based off of the 7-year-old's recommendation.
Oh, shoot. Wow.
Ooh, 50 caliber machine gun right off the bat.
My favorite game in this my favorite gun in this game. The 50 cals.
Yeah? I've never been a big heavy weapons dude, but
I am heavy weapons and melee all day.
All day, every
Especially
day.
in Fallout.
Especially in Fallout.
Melee was never anything I could get into.
When I played Fallout 3, I wasn't very big into it, but when I started playing Fallout 4, I got a lot smarter and was a lot more intuitive about like how I play it, you know?
Mhm.
And so I found Psycho and Jet and just went insane with those guys. Absolutely crazy. I was just as bad as the Raiders.
So you drug playthrough?
Pop both of them and then take like a baseball bat or something and just go crazy.
See, the worst thing for my Fallout 4 playthroughs, the most like immersion breaking, was discovering that I could craft Jet really easily.
Yeah.
So no matter what kind of playthrough I'm doing, I always end up being worse than the Great Khans, and just like
Massive. Jet.
That's crazy.
Every settlement has Brahmin, every settlement has plastic. I'm selling Jet, y'all.
Yeah, I always avoid all the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Oh, the dog's back.
Addictions. Yeah, you're right. I
Dog's
didn't even
back.
cure the addictions. Like I started for a while, but after a while, I
Oh, the
just
camera's messed up.
getting addictions and just said screw it. I'll just keep the addictions. But no, I'm my most current playthrough of Skyrim. I'm playing a pacifist merchant,
Yeah,
and it is a lot harder than I expected it to be.
a pacifist.
Really?
Huh?
Pacifist merchant, yeah. My follower gets all the weapons, all the good armor. I wear the fine clothes, and I think Clavicus Files helmet, and that's the only armor I wear.
Wow.
And then yeah, every time there's an enemy, I turn tail and run. Let my follower deal with it.
That's how the one person who did the 0 kill playthrough of Fallout 4. That's how they dealt with what's his name there, Kellogg.
Just turn and run and let your follower deal with it.
Yeah, they loaded up Nick Valentine with a bunch of mines and grenades.
Smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
All right. How do I
Yeah.
equip things to specific slots in this mode?
Kleptomaniac.
Yeah, I've always, I'm almost always a kleptomaniac when I roleplay something like Skyrim. If you dig up some of my old streams, you'll find some funny stuff I used to do. Combat sniper rifle.
Yeah, that's what's fun about the merchant skill 2 or the merchant playthrough 2 is I have deemed myself an enchanted armor merchant, so I only sell enchanted armor. But I'm constantly stealing soul gems. Constantly. Filled, unfilled, broken, all of them. Just, I have mass amounts. Most of my... I have like... I only have put points into stamina. And so my carrying count is like 600, and at least 300 of it is soul gems.
See, I always had a real hard time getting into Elder Scrolls.
I'm really bad with the lore of it. I won't lie, yeah.
Like, I've played Skyrim, and about as far as I got is when you climb the mountain to learn your first shout. So...
That's fair.
Yeah. Like, I want to get into it, I just don't get it. I mean, like... It's the spiders, I think.
It's the spiders? Not a big fan of the spiders?
I am an absolute coward when it comes to spiders.
Really? I mean, one of the first areas you go into definitely has spiders.
That's true.
I know.
That's a detriment. That's a hazard. That's a limitation.
It was really difficult for me. I was like, there's a spider!
Tom, you know what really freaks me out? What enemy really freaks me out in Fallout 76? The Wendigos.
Yeah, those are pretty creepy.
Those things are so creepy, especially if you like catch one off guard and you can get light on him and you really see his face.
Oh yeah.
If it's not a glowing one, it is horrifying.
Yeah, they're pretty good. You know what really creeps me out is the big frogs with all the like eggs on their backs, like the holes.
The rad toes.
Oh, those are just.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tritophobia for you.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I've got a little bit of that for sure.
That's fair. Yeah.
I wonder if the 76 Wendigos are based off the native Canadian.
I definitely think they are.
The name is, at least, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're similar too, like in appearance, and relatively similar in
behavior.
Behavior, yeah. They are, yeah. They have like the lanky limbs, really skinny body, you know. But I don't remember the lore behind them and how they were created.
I don't know that we know for sure.
I know the Vault Boys.
Did they
do an episode about it?
They talk about
I don't remember what it was. Yeah.
I'll have to ask Dave. Yeah. All right. The storm's closing in. Moving forward.
Oh boy.
What weapon do I want to use? I hear gunfire. Everybody knows I'm good in a gunfight. So far, not true.
I was like, are you sure about that?
No, not right now.
I would trust you in a gunfight, Tom.
Tom, I'm sorry, I gotta be a realist. I would not.
Well, keep in mind, I'm Canadian, so you could probably,
You're already scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Simply by living in America, I'm around guns more often. So
exactly.
That's fair.
Grindmax axe, Gatling gun. I don't know if I want
I
that.
remember I was in like it was like a come and go with 5 truck
Oh
spaces.
no, cheese is down.
This was like my first month of driving,
Mhm.
and I'm chatting with this driver next to me, and I mentioned that I would be going through Detroit the next day.
Oh boy.
And he says, "Oh, I hate going through Detroit. Whenever I go to Detroit, this sits on the passenger seat next to me." And he busts out a sawn-off shotgun.
Oh lord, but
And I was just like, "Oh!"
yeah,
I-
welcome
like,
to America.
I'd never seen one before. So I was like, "Oh, is that loaded?" And he's like, "Well, yeah." And he says, "You should think about getting one." And I went, "Yeah, you might not like that."
My boss, the owner of my catering company, she's this tiny little Polish lady. I think she's like 50 or so, but she grew up in Southside Detroit, yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
she apparently they have a really big Polish community in that area. But
Okay.
Accidentally muted you. Oops.
She was telling me the only time she ever shot at someone was trying to break into her house, and she was the only. So she just fired off a warning shot and scared the crap out of him.
Well,
Yeah, it worked, yeah.
yeah, hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, I think they had.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about getting a flare gun.
flare gun wouldn't be too bad. That has multiple uses too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
scare away a
it
death ball
makes-
with them.
That you can scare
Right.
away that problem with them.
That's canon, y'all.
That's canon.
It makes sense being out on the road all the time. You know, a trucker having a flare gun seems like a handy thing.
You do have
Well-
flares, right?
I got triangles. I don't have.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been meaning to pick up some flares, but they're expensive, and
That's fair.
Gunfire.
the company will not pay for them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy,
That's fair.
have a nice night. Cheers.
Have a nice night, buddy. What color underpants?
Well, yeah, purple underpants.
What color? What color underpants?
I might get banned from all Procter and Gamble locations
If you do
if
that.
I say that.
That's fair.
Can't you just use a different call sign or something?
I can. It's
wouldn't-
frowned upon.
Yeah. But they wouldn't really
Well-
know, right? Because it's radio.
It's true. Let me put it this way: in the United States, I am made
Oh, there's power armor up there.
on the CB,
Mm-hmm.
but in Canada, I'm Aperture. Because like,
I think you should change it to Hercules. That's just me. Yeah, you're driving
clever.
Pegasus. You're driving Pegasus. Yeah.
that is very clever.
Yeah.
But no.
All right.
No.
That's fair.
I was given the handle. I was given the handle Maple Leaf by like a 70-year-old gear jammer who's been doing it for 45 years. And I told him I didn't have one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was still very green. And he was like, "Well, I'm gonna call you Maple Leaf." And I mean, when an old school gear jammer gives you a handle, you take it.
Yeah, that's pretty legit. You know,
Yeah.
well, I guess that's my nickname from now on.
All right. Thank
But
you, sir.
but like if I use that in Canada, it'd be like me calling myself, "Yeah, I'm Bald Eagle Freedom." That's that it'd be like me saying that in the States.
All right. That's
Bald Eagle Freedom. I tried to convince my wife to name our son Tyrannosaurus Rex Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
but it didn't work.
Oh, that's
Oh.
fair.
Storm had subsided.
Hey, I just got that message too. That's cute. Look at that. We're basically
that.
playing together.
We're the same. What if we were in the same match and we didn't know it, and like confirmed crossplay? They didn't announce.
They,
Like, what?
Yeah. They didn't tell us about crossplay, but here we are.
Oh, I just saw somebody running.
You just end up in a Mexican standoff kind of situation, like, you're not supposed to be here! You're not supposed to be here!
All sorts of game breaking is going on.
Right? You can call me Murica. Best name ever, says Gummy Boy. Murica.
America.
Alright, where are they?
There we go.
Where are you at? Oh, wait,
I
right there.
haven't seen a single
Alright, see somebody moving. Oh, there's another person moving. Alright,
Just snipe him.
I could try.
Here we go. We got action. Uh-oh.
I
Easy
missed.
peasy.
I missed. Oh, there's another guy right there. I'm so not good at shooting.
Does your special stay the same in this Battle Royale?
Yeah.
Yeah, your
You only have-
stats
So, like-
are similar, but the
So, like, if you've got a melee build, but you can't find a knife, you're screwed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
You can only have one playing card at a time, though, or one. You only get 7 perk cards, I should say.
Okay.
does bullet drop happen in this? I forget.
I think so.
Okay.
Ah, dang it! I was working my
Where
way
did they
down the
go?
entire group, but it didn't work. I had 3 down, but the last one got me. I was definitely spraying and praying with my shotgun.
Chat, where did they go? Where'd they go?
I'm looking for you, Tom.
Oh man, my favorite parking spots are taken.
Oh, sad.
Oh no.
Sad.
Alright.
Just- You're
Storm's
understand, I
coming.
Just push whatever cars out of the way.
I think they just are like hiding. They know we have to come out.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have shot. I'm a dummy.
But you are right next to the edge of the circle too, so it's a pretty good defensive position.
Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty close.
Oh, looks like that guy might be leaving shortly. Get a circle. See if he-
Yeah, they're gonna be like right over there, right?
Sure
We're
can.
right there. So
Might
they
just be
must have
heading to
moved.
the other side of the circle.
Yeah. Launched a nuke. Oh no!
Yeah, the nukes are terrible.
How do you... Okay, so how does that work? You get codes and then what?
So there's 4 codes, and then if you look on the right side of your screen, you see the
Yes.
5 little
Yeah.
You have to click
Um,
for those, I think.
we're caught between this and that. How does this
that's
work?
Most people usually save them for the end, just for that reason.
Oh, there we go.
But I can't remember if your whole team, if the nuclear codes go across team. I think they do, but I'm not sure. But once your entire team gets all 5 of those things, you can just launch a nuke. I think it's whoever gets the laptop can launch it.
Alright, so you get all the codes and the laptop across the team?
Yes.
Okay,
I
cool.
think the 4 codes go across team, but whoever gets the laptop gets to launch it.
I see. Because I definitely found codes, and I think I found the laptop once.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is a thing? I don't know. I don't know how this works, but alright.
It is relatively difficult, yeah. There are codes all over the place, but no...
That's kind of lore breaking.
Really? You think so? I don't think a battle royale is very lore friendly either. But...
Yeah, right? With all of Appalachia catching on fire.
That's just my opinion.
That's what you latch onto, Aperture? The
Not the,
laptop?
not the, yeah, not the whole idea of it, just the laptop. It's not even a laptop.
Let's get the
it's
other
like one
bit of
those
politeness
briefcases.
taken care of,
It's
shall
like a
we?
briefcase.
What the bloody hell are you doing here?
Oh
yeah.
my lord, they fixed that. I'm
Fixed
playing
what?
I'm playing in the adventure mode, and I guess I can use my Deathclaw Gauntlet with a suit of power armor on.
Oh, that's so good.
I am unstoppable.
That's the
It's,
best.
it's confirmed. The ultimate melee build, and I am it. I have become death.
Destroyer of worlds.
Destroyer of fighters.
Statistically,
Destroyer of people walking. I think my-
Snowman with the wildfires in 2018. It's not unheard of.
it's not unheard of, no.
No.
Tom, I told you about my camp that I've set up, right?
BRB.
Remind me?
It's the I have a it's called the Carnivore Cafe. It's like it's on that main road right before the first town. I can't remember what it's called. Flatwoods.
Okay.
But I just sell the meats to all the new kids. Any meat.
Here's the meat,
like
new kids.
I have like a little reception desk, a cafe upstairs, and then a little grilling spot right here. It's a great time.
Good times.
Great marketing pitch, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good time. And I have the cannibal perk, so I make do with what I gotta do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a fun time.
That sounds fun.
I do surprisingly get a good amount of visitors.
Deployment countdown. I'm about to launch. 5 seconds.
You just taking a nap until then.
New match. Oh, you know what I should do? Is should change the name of my stream now that we're not actually doing the show.
That's fair. Yeah. What is going on with you there, bud? Why aren't you turned on?
At least that's a little more clear. All right.
It's good to have some sort of transparency.
I guess we'll start in Helvetia again. That's the fancy name. Oh, lots of people.
Business is booming.
Lots of people. As they say, business is booming. It's definitely booming over in Helvetia. Helvetica.
Apparently, that's what it's looking
I want
like.
to call it Helvetica. Like the font.
I think it is Helvetica.
It doesn't have a C at the end. But yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Helvetia.
Helvetia. I don't know.
Velveeta.
Maybe we should ask Dave. How do we pronounce these things?
Dave, how do we pronounce Velveeta?
Velveeta. The town of Velveeta.
Have you've seen that channel on YouTube where they do the pronunciations of all the different words?
Oh yeah, where they absolutely
Yeah.
skew all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they show Chipotle and it says Sean Toodle. Sean Toodle.
That's fun.
It's so
I like the
good.
ones there's a couple of Twitter videos. I think there's like a guy on Twitter who used to be on Vine who would do that, but he would read things insanely fast.
Mm.
So it would just go really fast, but just horrible pronunciations.
Mm-hmm.
But they would sound very smooth.
Where did my other window go? There we go.
Wasn't he originally a Vine?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
What? Singer, there will be an Amber Alert? Saying happy birthday to me? Sorry, Gib. I wasn't looking at my all chat, so I didn't see you in there. Amber Alert, huh? You taking out a robot? Or are you gonna abduct a robot?
What's going on? I don't know.
He's demanding a birthday song.
Oh. Well, sing him happy birthday in your robot voice.
I don't know, he wasn't very polite about it.
Oh, alright, that's fair.
I mean...
Do it really passive aggressively, like "Happy birthday to you."
I know, we do. I'll do baby birthday. Here we go.
Oh,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I will say full-heartedly, I hate this for.
Birthday, dear. Good winter. Happy birthday to you. There you go.
This is horrible.
That's it.
I no longer believe that hell is a warehouse.
Oh, I accidentally shot my thing.
That story is creepy.
Yeah, super creepy.
Man.
For anybody who doesn't know, how
Lord.
do you pronounce you gotta go read that story in the Discord about hell being
Creepy.
oh, this is creepy too. Huh. That's fun.
Whoa. So I'm sitting in the adventure mode, right? This guy down the street from me in his camp has a future tech world globe,
Hmm.
and when you can activate it and you spin it.
Gibbs just says he's really baked. Did you like my baby song then? I hope that was even more entertaining in your current Ooh, more crossbow bolts. Mental condition. Sorry, go on.
But when you spin this globe, it like has imitations of nuclear explosions pop up on the globe.
Yo,
And it's
what?
very interesting, and I wonder how canon it is.
Huh.
If it is even canon. If these are confirmed places where it blew up.
Plasma mine.
Wait, so break it down. It's a Fallout. It's like a Bethesda product that.
No. It's in game. It's in game.
Oh, okay.
It's like in Fallout 76 they have camps, which is like mobile settlements.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the same concept, but there's this decoration that's just like a pretty big looking globe, probably like 3 feet across. And when you activate it, it spins and like imitates nuclear explosions going off across the map, which is very interesting.
I wonder. Well, I think it would be next to impossible to pretty much map out
Mhm.
where all the original.
Snowman's looking for the story on Discord. Do you guys remember what channel that was in? Yeah, the spooky warehouse. It's probably far back in one of the channels somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's in general.
No, it was in Under the Shroud.
Oh yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Under the Shroud.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't want to like eat up your feed here, but like the bare bones basics of it was I went to a never-ending warehouse full of egg carton robotic forklifts that I couldn't find any people, and I got lost for like 40 minutes in this warehouse full of this dark, dingy warehouse full of egg cartons and forklifts.
Yeah.
Haunted forklifts.
Haunted forklifts. And in a room at the front that somehow you didn't see when you walked in and came back through to just some guys at a table, playing cards or something. They're like, oh, hey, can we help you?
Yeah, they seemed just as shocked to see me as I was to see them. It was
so weird. So creepy.
They're like,
I've never been back.
we haven't seen humans in weeks.
Or even worse, it wasn't 40 minutes that went by. It was like 40 days.
Yeah, you were in some sort of time dilation.
Man, it felt like it.
This was an episode of The Twilight Zone, like back in the 60s, right?
Was it?
Should have.
No, I'm kidding. It could have been.
I did enjoy the Twilight series. It was fun.
The Twilight series or the Twilight Zone series?
Twilight Zone series, yeah. My bad.
Because there's a very big difference.
Twilight Zone series. But
Although the success of the Twilight series could actually be a Twilight Zone episode.
that's very true, yeah.
There you go.
We'll just eat garbage up, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of our current modern society could be its own Twilight Zone episode.
There's just so much good just riff on.
Oh man, the world is literally burning right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you shooting at, dude? Who are you shooting at?
I'm watching my very first stream, and
You watching me stream right now?
yes, you have taken my stream virginity.
Man, this conversation keeps coming around to the dirty.
It really did. Tom, you're bringing it up half the time.
Oh, you're right. It is my fault.
My gun was a euphemism.
Oh, you're holding your gun. You said we're getting busy or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I said something like that.
To that one.
Yeah.
But you're probably right.
Yeah.
Man, I love how accurately Fallout 76 depicts the state of the roads in West Virginia.
Yeah, they are the same,
Is
huh?
that pretty spot on?
Yeah.
All right, fire's here. Where we gotta go next? We don't know. Oh, wait, there's a guy. Where'd he go? This zooms in too far. Explodies. Oh, he's got like some sort of jump perk.
Oh, the marsupial?
He just keeps moving.
I have that one on my normal build.
Yeah, all these other things in this mode make it weird.
See, the weird thing about this one though is it's nowhere near as rare as in the real game, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mutations, they come by pretty commonly, which I don't mind.
Alright, where's this guy? We split up.
So, like, why is West Virginia on fire?
Some sort of
So-
story about the vault doing an
So the
experiment.
way-
Oh,
the
that
way
guy.
it is-
Oh wait,
So
what's up? Crap,
the lore with it is that
hit him.
Modit or some other Zax, kind of
Ah,
like
crap,
Modit
crap.
and President Eden, like super advanced AI.
Hit that guy.
They have a vault. I think it's vault.
Ah, jeez.
And it essentially is just trying to find
They got
the
me.
best person to run the vault to become the overseer, and that's
Right.
that's the whole backstory behind the battle royale. Is everyone's competing to become the overseer, and I guess the nuclear fires are justified by all the nukes that people set off in the adventure mode.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
Huh.
nukes do come around,
And they create a
lot.
perfect circle for you to
Yeah,
have to deal with.
perfectly.
Yep.
It's crazy how that works. Yeah.
see, I figured just the responders had had enough. And,
They had enough of the Brotherhood of Steel. It's just all those firefighters standing in a perfect circle and going to town
Mhm.
with flamethrowers, ironically.
well, that's actually firefighters do that. Actually,
Yeah, don't they do that to like help contain fires?
exactly. Yeah, they'll it's a burn circle.
I was doing better that round too, and then my other teammate went down, and then all three of them turned and started bombarding me with stuff.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Utah's pretty
So-
bad with wildfires.
So in the story mode, like it's accepted that just dozens of nukes are going off, or is it like?
It's not dozens. It's not that common, but
Mess with the sound.
it's something like that. Yeah. I usually only see one maybe once or twice a playthrough, few couple hours.
How come my volume of stuff doesn't affect the game? That's weird. None of the volume settings affect the very loud menu songs. Oh well.
Technology, alright?
It's great when it works.
Match found. Connecting. Don't worry, chat. We're almost out of here. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Oh yeah, I forgot to use my sound effects for when I fail.
Like, maybe I'll try the ball 51 raid. Or 41.
It's supposed to be really hard. And
Well,
what I heard, it's so much of a bullet sink that the rewards don't really outweigh the cost of
good thing I'm a melee character.
your items. It'd be nice if you were given like raid only ammo,
Mm-hmm.
so you didn't have to worry about that affecting the rest of your items. You know, like the idea that
or just like a bonus ammo
Right.
give back, you know, something like that.
something, or there are spots around that refill all your ammo
Mm-hmm.
or something. I don't know.
Ammo in containers or something. But
Right, right. And anything you pick up, you don't necessarily keep with you out. So you can't just like do a raid and quit to refill your ammo or anything.
well, we're about to give it a go.
So is ammo particularly scarce in 76?
Well,
No.
everything's limited, right? You have to like collect everything just like any other Fallout game.
In the vault.
But-
Grow
It is a
with
little
your
bit more,
success in
uh,
testing.
It's more
Well, I was.
the
I was
area's
found
more
with-
sparse than Fallout 4.
You think so?
Yeah, it's less because in Fallout 4 you have like Boston, which takes up, you know, a good quarter of the map, and then the outskirts are still pretty populated. But Fallout 76 was kind of designed to be sparse,
To be more open and
make you-
spread out.
Yeah, that's what I think Todd Howard was saying, that one of the main focuses on this game was to make you feel alone while you were playing it.
Hmm.
Well, I always found throughout Fallout 4 that after like level like 18, I would just be drowned in bullets. Like you know, I would upgrade to a 50 caliber rifle, and oh hey, I can almost always get bullets free.
Yeah, they're not that common here. Each bullet type, you know, like obviously 10 millimeters is very accurate or very common. But yeah.
Also, the combat in the game is different in that your VATS doesn't really slow anything down or pause, like depending on the other Fallout game. So everything's a little bit more frantic. So you're more likely to waste bullets or, you know, shoot at something while running.
I use VATS more to scout instead of actually.
So is VATS more just like an auto aim kind of thing in this one?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't slow time because that wouldn't work with like lots of people.
No.
Alright, where's a good place to start?
That would be hilariously infuriating.
Just every 3 seconds,
Time
everyone.
just slows.
Yeah. God, that would be so annoying.
It'd be kind of hilarious though.
That would be funny, yeah. I guess this vault raid is.
Yeah, I haven't tried the raid yet. I don't know that my character is equipped enough. I'd have to spend time, and that's part of one of the reasons why I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I really want to do that. Because I'll have to spend time finding things to kind of ammo up and stuff.
There's a stash box right outside the entrance. If anything that you lose. So that's nice.
That's good.
Just stash all your junk. So there's really no downside to this. Because if you die, you die, you know?
Right. Well, let me know what you think.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm reading a letter.
I'm reading a letter.
Oh, I guess it's some hippie vault.
Hippie vault.
That Vault 94 is founded on the principle of faith, non-violence, and communal life in harmony with nature. So I'm going to find a crap ton of Yao Guais in here. That's what I'm getting from this.
Bears. Lots of bears.
Nothing but.
Bunch of Yao Guais and far too many essential oils.
Alright. I hear other people running. There are other people who sound real close to me. I just don't know where they are.
It's funny that you say essential oils. There, for some reason, the essential oil companies are just abundant in Utah where I live. So those are always a joke.
We always joke about those cults.
One of my favorite Facebook groups is, there's gotta be
What is going on over here? Oh, too much radiation. Get out of there.
Yeah, there's one Facebook group right on there, and there's like, it's one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's essentially like a bunch of like young people acting like boomers.
Oh, a group where we all pretend to be middle-aged soccer moms?
No, not something like that. I think it's like, God, I can't remember what it's called. But
Posting?
something like that.
Oh, my buddy's down.
It's funny though. There's also one, so in this community that I live in, Daybreak Communities, it's like essentially a city without being a city, you know, just a bunch of houses, a bunch of shops, you know. And they have a very exclusive Facebook
Get him.
where people can like, you know, talk,
All right.
complain, you know, what they gotta do. And a bunch of people that live here, like if they're not like up to the standards of the community, they aren't allowed in. And so these people got irritated and made like a parody Facebook group and just dog all day, and it is so.
Oh, it seems being creepy again.
It's being crappy.
Why is it being crappy?
I don't know.
That's okay for me.
It's a little laggy for me, but
It's-
I also am loading the vault raid, so maybe it might be me if that affects it somehow.
I think it's me. I'm gonna close some other stuff. All right.
But
Yeah,
it's
it's
a little ridiculous.
looking kind of crappy. Here, I'm gonna close face rig. I'm gonna have to put my little robot face away. See if that helps. Yeah, that does help. Frees up resources. I don't know. Might have to upgrade the graphics card. My wife is laughing at me. She semi-jokingly brought that up earlier today. That's why I said it. She did. She's like, I was talking about the ray tracing technology and how cool it, like the Minecraft update is and all that. You want to hear about the communist vaults, Noe? Yeah, did you hear about that?
I saw a clip of it, and that is clearer than my own eyesight.
It is insane. I mean, for being a game built on little blocky things, like real bouncing light sources is nuts.
I saw the one where the player or whatever was going through the that one cave with like a crack in the top, you know, and just the shadows and the visuals all looked amazing. Yeah, the way the light bouncing off things brings color with it onto other things, like just I don't know. It's incredible.
Whoa, lots of gunfire. What is going on over here? Where are you at?
I can't imagine Mojang thought it would get to where he is, or it would get to where it is right now.
No.
One of the biggest games in the world. Super advanced. 15 minutes into it. You're getting there, Mr. Gummy Boy. You're getting there. 15
minutes till it's installed. You'll have to give me your character name and stuff so we can buddy up. Mr. Gummy Boy plays Elder Scrolls Online regularly too.
So he's a PC nerd?
Yeah, PC Master Race member?
Master Race member?
Elder Scrolls Online is on console.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Alright, I don't know where I'm going. Where did my buddy go? Buddy? Did he die? I don't know where he went. That's the difficult thing with streaming is that I'm interested in reflections. What was that sound? Oh, somebody killed.
I'm gonna turn in for the night, gentlemen. You have a nice night.
All right.
Hey,
see you later, dude. Thanks for hanging.
All right, bye. Hey, it's a good time.
Yeah.
All right. Night.
Do I need a team? I think it might be requiring me to have a team to do this. Maybe.
Got a new code.
Is it requiring me
oh yeah, maybe you have to form up ahead of time. I don't know. Chat, do you guys know?
to do the mission. Level 50 plus team.
What's going on over here? Why is there explosions?
I'm a level 50 character.
Oh shoot! Oh man, that surprised me. Ah, crap.
What?
Guy up on the hill took me out. I didn't even see him up there. And all of a sudden I'm getting shot. Oh man.
For me. I was seeing it like right as you said, "Oh crap!" was when that first explosion went off. So I was like, "It didn't hit you. What are you freaking out about?" But the Discord chat, voice chat we have going on is a lot quicker than the
than the game.
Stream. Yeah.
Yeah, that gunfire out top my beside me was like, whoa. All right, I'm just gonna ditch this. Restart.
Yeah.
I'll raise your voice a little bit, balance it out.
I think I'm gonna hop back into Nuclear Winter. I don't think I can do this raid alone.
Yeah, you definitely can't do the raid alone.
It's a shame. Did you ever do the burrows? That little mini dungeon.
Oh yeah.
That was cute.
Yeah, it was fine. I thought it would be longer, but it was fine.
I thought it would be longer too. I thought it'd be way harder too.
Yeah.
I blew by it. I was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, it was like 20-30 minutes and you were like, oh, I guess that was it.
I spent all these bullets on all these stupid ghouls and I just get some dumb little Assaultron blade. It's disappointing.
Yeah. Loaded up. I thought I was doing better again.
Cute little character you got going on there.
With his mask. That's Derek. That's Derek.
Oh, that's
all dressed
Derek.
up. Yeah, for Fastnotch.
You will
Is
find
Derek
your
still keeping his vow of
grow with your success.
Being a good boy? Good clean boy?
Good boy. Yeah.
Well, he gave
Abstinence.
in to drinking during the Fastnotch celebration. You know, everybody was doing it. It was
Did he get
one of the
hooked on that Nuka shine?
hooked on the Nuka shine. Yeah, basically.
Tisk tisk.
Yeah.
It's better than how
You
my
have to have
characters
friends to
been.
play a game. That defeats the purpose of a video game.
Right?
Well, it depends on the game, I guess.
I'm a solo player.
You don't necessarily have to have friends. You could just like randomly ask people, buddy up with you.
Yeah, but that means I have to communicate with them too, and I don't really want to do that.
Yeah. Who needs communication?
Yeah, I don't need it. That's why I really liked Apex with their whole ping system they had.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah,
really
there he
nice.
is. There he is again, Derek, in his super outfit with his giant head, or whatever that is, whatever mask that was.
I love the guy next to you in the power armor too.
Yeah, I forget who that was. I think it was just some random dude I met during the Fast Snatch thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't have a whole lot of pictures from the game, but there was one, the first and only Fallout 76 meetup we've done as the Robots Radio, the group, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was me, Jerka, and a couple other people. I can't remember who.
Yeah. Feel better, Snowman. Sorry about that, dude.
We took down a sheep squatch in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, crap. I always forget this room has radiation in it. Go quick, go quick. Dogs are barking at something.
I'm so glad my dog doesn't at all.
For being such a big dog, he has barely any voice. Yeah. He whines when he sees other dogs. And then if we try to move him after the sleep, he growls at you.
I hear beeping.
That's about it. Beeping?
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, it got quiet. Is it above me? It might be above me.
I don't know.
Outside? Yeah, it's out here. Yeah, okay, it's the super crate. It's whatever this is called. With the really good stuff. Oh, marine armor. Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Why are the dogs barking so much? Oh no, I'm slow. Alright, I need to drop stuff. Alright, I don't want... I don't need the scout armor. Because I got marine armor. Alright. I'm pretty decked out here, at least when it comes to weapons. Assault
I'm in the Discord
blade.
right now, and I just forgot how to
Forgot how what?
spell does. Like, that does sound nice.
D-O-E-S.
Okay,
There you
good,
go.
I got it right. I thought it was D-O-U-S, and then that.
Deuce.
so much uncertainty.
Alright, shotgun. Assault rifle. Pistol. Assaultron blade.
Have you tried the Scorchy screen yet?
Yeah, in the story mode?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
God, it's difficult.
Yeah, if everybody on the server doesn't come shoot at it, it takes a long time. Even if they do, it takes a long time.
When I did it, I had...
Radium rifle.
There's probably 13 or 14 of them. I was the lowest level, and I was at 93.
Mm-hmm.
And it still took us a good 45 minutes.
Sorry, chat, about the dogs. I don't know what they're barking at. Yeah, it can take forever.
All my power armor broke. I ran out of almost every single piece of ammo I had. I think I was using I was down to like a pipe pistol at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
And the only armor I had, God bless this armor though. I can't remember what mission I got it from.
What are you shooting at, dude? This guy's shooting at
But
something.
I had the prototype hazmat suit, which has like 1,000 radiation resistance, which was super nice. But that was my only saving grace.
Yeah. And the rewards aren't always that great either. That's the thing. Like, I think that's the balance in this, is that like I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they should at least refill a lot of your ammo and your stim packs.
Yeah, because I had my 50 cal, as I do. And I burned through that in maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And I have like all the perks that give me more crafted equipment, you know?
Right.
And so I had easily 3,000 rounds, just burned through them all.
Yeah, and it takes a long time to collect all that.
But what can you do? It's a fun experience. I have a good old picture from it.
Good old picture. Or marine armor. Shotgun shells.
Shoot.
Alright, we're in the zone.
Alright.
Let's see where to go next. Roar. Ruff.
Just bark back at the dog.
Sometimes I do that. They don't do anything. They just look at you funny and then keep barking.
I believe it. Alright. So we got a kill. We're working.
That's good. Alright. What are we up to? Kind of hanging out on a cliff.
What is this guy? What is this guy?
Using somebody else's tactic that they used on me. I haven't heard any
What did they
gunfire
do?
though. Yeah, that other round when I got killed by the guy up on the cliff.
I have
You got a fancy hat, lady.
I have no sound through my game, so I'm playing this completely deaf.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
Sound is very useful.
I'm too good. I don't need sound.
Who needs
Sound?
sound?
Is for the weak. Who needs
Sound is for the hearing.
Exactly. Deaf people are just playing the world on hard mode, and I respect them for it.
Ooh, that's a cool tower
That's some radiation.
over there. Anybody home?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Ah,
I hear
dang it.
gunfire.
No.
Oh no, that's not gunfire. That's the guy walking. Different sound. Lots of explosions in the distance.
Yeah?
It might be the fire burning things up. I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's the,
The fire
fire.
just sounds like crackling fire.
Well, sometimes it like burns houses and buildings and stuff, and they explode.
Oh.
At least I think. I want to go open this thing.
I'm watching.
Oh,
one
it's a
of my
climbing
teammates
wall. Is this in the regular map? I think it is.
Which one?
It's a big
This part?
climbing
Yeah.
wall. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
How
yeah.
have I never come across that?
It's
Oh yeah, this
Isn't
whole
that
like
Cap-
ropes course thing.
yeah, isn't that Cat McIntyre?
Man. I don't know that I've... Yeah, I must never have come over here. That's how big the map is.
It is so huge. I spent a good time just wandering the map trying to get all the map markers
Mhm.
taken care of.
Yeah.
All of them discovered. It took me a while, I won't lie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Now you're in the room and
Okay.
barking. What are you barking at? Oh, there's a dog over there. Glowing mongrel.
Mm. Those drop some pretty decent.
I'm
Thanks.
running over. I hear gunfire. I hear our guy's
That's-
gunfire.
That camp over there is a pretty big battleground. Just this little collection of cabins.
Yeah. It's good to know. Alright, where... I thought I heard gunfire coming from over here.
The New Gorge Bridge is a really good place for loot. Just sprinting straight across it.
Oh, what are you shooting? Oh, there's enemies over there. Get behind the thing. Oh, jeez.
Also, Tom,
Mm-hmm.
you're playing with one of the guys that nuked you that one round.
Oh, am I?
Yeah,
I didn't notice.
that Area Fearless guy, he nuked you.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Oh! Where are they? Oh, he's up on the roof. I hit him twice. Oh, there's another guy right there.
Shoot him.
Jeez, I should have zoomed in. I didn't realize that gun was going to be that random on the shots. Oh man, I'm no good at this yet. I'll get better. It's just going to take getting used to what guns work best and all that stuff. Takes a while.
That's fair, yeah. That's what I also liked about this version too, and what I also liked about Apex was I was familiar with the all the guns and the what are they called? Just like the equipment.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like too big of a shock, you know?
Yep. Alright. Well, I think I might be done.
I think I might be done too, actually.
I'm cooked.
I feel ya.
Alright, dude. Well, it's been fun hanging.
It's been a good time.
Yeah.
Alright. See you when I see you.
Alright, have a good night.
Too.
Later. Alright, chat. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to call it a night. Going to log off of this thing. And I will be on again soon. So, have a wonderful night, everybody. See you later. Wait a minute. Where's my button? This is the button. Alright, see ya.
Thank you for